Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon. So, I see some familiar faces. Good. Now, I think most of you are freshers, right? Anyone who will be giving mains this time around? No. Okay. Not a problem. So, tell me, subjects such as ethics, has it been done for you in your foundation courses, or is it yet to be done? Yet to be done. Not a problem. Okay. If you look at your UPSC mains, you have ethics, you have essay, and you also have your optional. These are some of the most important subjects if you want to get into merit list. In ethics, you have people scoring 130, 140 as well in recent years. Am I right? If you take your optional, if you prepare well, you know that you can score upwards of 250 plus. It's possible. If you take essay in recent times, when I was an aspirant, scoring 140 in essay was quite easy. But these days, in the last couple of years, scoring 140 has become very difficult. Forget 140. Scoring 110 in essay itself has become a major thing. You guys agree with me? Routinely every year, when I see some students of mine clearing pre and writing mains, they have very high hopes that they want to get into the merit list this year itself, and they put all of their efforts there. Howsoever, because of some reason or the other, they might not have practiced essay so much. They think I can go to the examination hall and I can write the best possible essay that anyone has ever written. So eventually when they write the essay, the results come out, they are missing out on the merit list, or they've missed out entering the interview. They come to find out that they've scored somewhere around 80 to 90 in their essay. Because of this, they lost out on clearing mains. Because of this subject, they lost out and on getting their name in the merit list. You might have seen these things happening. Am I right or am I wrong? So my advice to you, if you're writing mains this time around, if anyone is watching online and you're writing mains this time around, try to follow some of the basics that I'm conveying to you. That's one thing. The second thing, most of you who will be writing mains the next time around, understand the basics of essay writing. Start practicing it quite regularly, and you can get your essays evaluated by myself. I'll be there, all right? You can send across your essay to my Telegram ID in case if you're not there in Bangalore, and I will be getting back to you with the evaluated ones as soon as possible. Am I making my point clear? So in today's class, what we will discuss is the basics. I will give you certain strategies when it comes to essay writing, and we will also try to practice for some essays. Am I making my point clear? All of you. Good one. Come back here. Look into this one. Okay. So here you have mark sheets of some of your rank holders in recent times. I'm sorry, you can't see the mark sheet of Anuj. Anuj was the All India rank 1 guy last time around. I think he scored around 107 or 108 last year. 107 or 108. Is that the best possible marks in essay, or was it on the lesser side? Lesser side. Prior to him, you have your Shakti Dubey. Now look at the marks of Shakti Dubey. She has scored 147, 132 in her optional papers. In the GS paper 4, she has scored 141. Look at her essay. It's 100. 100, is it the best possible marks in essay, or is it on the average side? It's on what? The average side. Prior to her, Aditya Srivastava was the All India rank 1 in India. Now he has scored 117 in his essay. which is a good score given the present UPSC standard. 117 is good. But that year, some of my students who became part of the merit list, they have scored 122, 126 in essay as well. Am I making my point clear? There was one student of ours, he got into the merit list because his essay and his ethics scores were good. Optionally, he has scored good enough, but not that well. In his next attempt, he worked on his optional paper as well, and he was able to get Indian Foreign Service as far as I remember. All right. So, my dear friends, it is very easy to neglect ethics and essay, especially essay. So, let's make it a point that we will not neglect essay. We will understand the basics of it and start writing essay regularly every other week. Am I making my point clear? Look into this one, guys. What are the changing trends that we have seen in the last couple of decades? When I was writing essay examinations, there were a good number of technical essays. Technical essays meaning they used to give us static topics, border management in India and various issues associated with it. Am I making my point clear? The rise of artificial intelligence and the challenges it poses. These type of static topics they used to give. We used to write your GS 1, 2, 3 answer. It was not much of a problem for us. But post 2020, 2021, most of the topics which your UPSC has asked, it's not static, it's not technical, but rather it is philosophical. Rather it becomes a little bit abstract. Philosophical meaning what? The real is rational, rational is real. This is one of the philosophical topics asked by UPSC in 2021. To understand the topic itself, real is rational, rational is real. Is it on the easier side or is it on the difficult side? Difficult side. Am I right or am I wrong? In the same 2021 paper, there was one more very interesting essay topic. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. My reaction to you is an awareness of me. Even now, when you're not sitting in the examination hall, it is a little bit difficult to understand it. Imagine you're there in the examination hall and you come across the statement, your perception of me is a reflection of you, my reaction to you is an awareness of me. Right? Will it be very easy for you to understand the topic in examination hall or will it be difficult? Obviously difficult. Alright? Yeah. Obviously difficult. So how will you go about things? Let me simplify that two topics, then I'll move on. In the last couple of years, from static, we are moving more towards philosophy, and even in philosophy, some of the topics are a little bit abstract. It's not easy to make sense of it in the first instance itself. It takes time. Now, in your history classes, you might have studied about this. Siddhartha, who later on becomes Gautama Buddha. Siddhartha, he was sitting under Bodhi tree and he was meditating. Now when he was meditating and he was about to attain nirvana, Indra, he sent a group of demons headed by a guy called as Mara. Now the objective of Mara was very simple. I have to disturb your Siddhartha in whatever ways so that he does not attain nirvana or enlightenment. Am I making my point clear? These things happened. Now Mara comes, he tries to disturb Siddhartha, but Siddhartha is not getting disturbed at all. Siddhartha knows what he is supposed to do. He is supposed to attain enlightenment and he is very much interested in that only. He does not get disturbed by anyone else. Did you understand the story? He does not get disturbed by Mara, eventually attains enlightenment. When he is about to attain enlightenment, what does he do? He does Bhumi Sparsha Mudram. He makes Mother Earth as a witness to his enlightenment. Am I right? This is the story. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. Indra thought Siddhartha was dangerous. Indra's perception of Siddhartha was what? That Siddhartha is dangerous. Was Siddhartha truly dangerous or was it just a reflection of what Indra was thinking? Am I right or am I wrong? Your perception of me is a reflection of you. Let us say I am Indra and all of you are Siddharthas. I am thinking that you are dangerous. It is not you who is dangerous, but rather it's a reflection of my perception. It is a reflection of my personality. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. If you think I am good, it's basically your perception. Am I making my point clear? Now when all his relatives came to disturb him, did Siddhartha get disturbed by them, or did Siddhartha react in a peaceful manner? Peaceful manner. So Indra might have thought that Siddhartha is dangerous, but Siddhartha, his reaction was based on an awareness. What was his awareness? What was the most important thing for him at that point in time? Attaining enlightenment. My reaction to you is an awareness of me. That's it. All of you following me? Most of the times what happens in the society is we tend to play to the gallery. How many students are sitting in the classroom? What number of students are watching this session on YouTube? Whatever opinions they're giving on the chat section. We go by their perception. We flow as per their perception. Am I right or am I wrong? Sometimes their negative perception, it really hurts us. You guys agree with me? Yes. But you have to remember something. Whatever other people are giving opinions on you, basically it is their perception. You should not spend too much of your time worrying about it. You guys agree with me? Your perception of me is a reflection of you. How I react to your perception, that should be based not on any impulsiveness, it should be based on an awareness. What is the most important thing for me as of now when I'm talking to you? The most important thing is you have to understand the subject. Am I making my point clear? What some XYZ person thinks, whatever their perceptions are, keep it aside. Your perception of me is a reflection of you. My reaction to you is an awareness of me. In this world, as of now, am I able to react based on my own awareness, or do I react very impulsively in a very short-tempered manner in society? You guys tell me. How do I react? Impulsively, right? In a short-tempered manner. That we should not do. Am I making my point clear? Now most of you will be using social media. In social media, some of the people, your friends or families, whatever it might be, they might have commented on your preparation. Am I right or am I wrong? Their perception of your preparation, is it a true reflection of what you're doing, or is it a reflection of their personality? Their personality. So don't worry about them. Goli maro. Not literally though. Alright? My reaction to you is an awareness of me. No matter what they say, I'm just going to focus on what is more important to me and work very hard towards it. Am I making my point clear? So there are certain topics in your UPSC, even when they're giving you philosophical, there are certain philosophical topics which can be very difficult to understand, which can be very abstract. This is one such topic. Howsoever, if you remember your GS subjects, you will be able to simplify it without much of a problem. Do you remember there was another essay topic here, the real is rational and the rational is real? Do you remember this topic? Now let us say, how many water bottles do you see here? One or two? How many water bottles do you see? One. So let us say, no, there are two water bottles here. Will you believe me? No, right? Because the reality that you are perceiving, that there is one water bottle, your human reasoning, the rationality that you have in yourself, it is saying that there is only one water bottle. What is reality? Reality is something which will be backed up by some rationality, by some human reasoning. I say two water bottles are there in front of you. You say no. Why? Using your human reasoning, using your rationality, using your visual abilities, you can only see one. So there must be one. Am I making my point clear? Real is rational. Rational is real. Now let us say I tell 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. Now can I measure that using some experiments? Right? Let us say air is there. I say I feel air. Am I making my point clear? Can I measure air using some experiments in the world, in the ecosystem? I can write. What is reality? Some rationality will be there. What is rationality? I can observe that in reality. Am I making my point clear? Gravitation, is it something which is based on reality or not a reality? Based on reality. How did we discover this gravitation? By doing some black magic or all of those things, or did we use human reasoning? Yes, real is rational. Reality can be discerned, can be understood by human reasoning capabilities. Whatever is rational, you can observe it in reality. Am I making my point clear? All of you. Simple. There are many people who wear semi-precious stones. They believe that these semi-precious stones bring them luck. With all due respect to their belief system, I am someone who does not believe in that. Because there is no rational way to measure that particular impact. Am I right or am I wrong? Whomsoever has that belief, God bless them all. I just differ from it. Artha agtideya tane? Let us say I talk about fake news, Sullu Suddhi. In all of these fake news, do you see it is based on reality or is it based on some falsehood? Falsehood. Do you see any rational things behind these fake news or is it irrational? Irrational. There is so much of information at your fingertips when you come to UPSC preparation. Am I right or am I wrong? I'm pretty sure on YouTube, if you go UPSC preparation in 6 months, you will get so many YouTube videos. But is it backed up by any reality? Have you come across any individual who has conclusively cleared this examination within 6 months? I have not come across. If you have, please let me know. Is there any rationality behind clearing this UPSC exam within 6 months? Within 6 months, you can't even complete the core subjects of UPSC that you talk about. Am I right or am I wrong? So they are giving you more philosophical topics, and in some philosophical topics, it can be as abstract as this. Have you heard in 2023, I guess, there was one more essay topic. Mathematics is the music of reasoning. Now here you have mathematics, that's one subject. Then there is music, that's another subject. They're combining both of them with what? Reasoning. One level al bariyade nami kashta agtide ivaga. They're mixing 3 different types of level. It becomes a little bit problematic. You guys agree with me? Our students are unable to match the pace of these changing trends. That is why they're not scoring as much as they were at one point in time. Am I making my point clear? The only way you will get better with all of these philosophical essays, yes, first you have to understand, but more importantly, you have to write. If you do not write, it becomes problematic. Look at the other one. In the last couple of years, you are also seeing essays of a motivational type. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what a ship is meant for. These are like WhatsApp motivational status. Alright. In 2025, we have also come across one more motivational essay. Best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. But one thing that you have to remember, motivational essays, motivational quotes that you put in your WhatsApp, Telegram, whatever it might be, does it work for you 24/7? No, right? So when you are writing answers for a motivational essay, let us not be way too much motivational. Let us not be way too much positive. You have to be critical. They've given an essay topic. Best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. Imagine someone is born into a bonded labor family. Someone is born to poor parents. You go to these poor parents, you go to this bonded labor family and you tell the kid, hey, learn best lesson from your bonded labor situation. Hey, learn from your poverty situation. What will you do? Will he get motivated or will he slap you? Obviously. So whenever you come across motivational essay topics, do not write it way too motivational. Don't be way too positive. Be rooted in reality. You have to be critical people. You have to analyze carefully. Many of the students whose essays I evaluate, they write way too positively. That much of way too positive motivation can be very toxic, guys. Alright. Our students in the last couple of years, they're not scoring very good marks in essay papers. You saw Shakti Dubey, she has scored 141 in ethics, with some brilliant marks. But the same lady has scored 100 in her essay papers. Essay demands a lot more critical thinking, a lot more analytical thinking. It's a window to your personality. Many people are unable to showcase that depth. That is why they're scoring less in the last couple of years. All of you following me? Look at the changing trends. Clubbing of 2 different or often connected themes. For example, I told you mathematics, music, and what was the other theme? Reasoning. All of you are following me? Now let us say I want to understand this topic in as simple way as possible. You might be remembering this guy called as Albert Einstein. You might have heard of another guy called as Richard Feynman. What were these people? Who were these people? They were scientists. Now Albert Einstein, when he was young, he had this called as ADHD, attention deficit hyperactive disorder. Meaning he was unable to focus on any one thing for a dedicated amount of time. He will be playing with this water bottle, next time he will start playing with the tissue paper. He could not focus. So what his mother did was, she bought him a violin. Alright. And she also got him a teacher. But this Einstein, having that ADHD, he destroyed that violin. Nevertheless, his mother bought him one more violin again, and she started encouraging him to practice violin. So slowly, Einstein learns to practice violin, and eventually he becomes very much attached to it. Whenever he felt he was being pulled in so many different directions, he used to go back to his violin and he used to start playing. When he was playing his violin, he was able to reason and find out the answers to some of the greatest mysteries. Do you remember he came out with general theory of relativity? He also came out with photoelectric effect. These ideas came to him when he was playing violin itself, as per some sources, as per some stories. So when mathematics comes into picture, when music comes into picture, what happens to your reasoning capabilities? Does it increase or does it decrease? It increases. Am I making my point clear? All of you. Simple. So in the last couple of years, you are seeing 2 or more themes which are clubbed like this. So you have to be careful. Look at the next one. A philosophical essay. I've spoken about this. Multiple and often connected themes. And one more thing. Despite the changing trends, there is this essay topic in your UPSC. You cannot step on the same river twice. Alright. Now, is this a philosophical essay which is easier to understand, or is it a philosophical essay which is a little bit difficult? Little bit difficult, right? You cannot step on the same river twice. Let me try to simplify it for you. Imagine I stand in your river Kaveri as of now. Imagine I stand in the same river Kaveri tomorrow. Will it be the same river Kaveri which will be waiting for me, or will it be a different one? Because as you know, river flows. It's not static. You cannot step on the same river twice, because neither the river nor you are the same. These two are part of your poems. All of you following me? You cannot step on the same river twice. Whatever river Kaveri I have stepped on today, the river Kaveri would be different. Not only river Kaveri, I will also be different. I will be different by how? I will be older by how many days? One day. Whatever time, whatever opportunity all of you have, will it always be waiting for you, or will it be changing? Whatever time you have at your hold as of now, at your disposal as of now, will it always be the same, or will it change? Exactly. Exactly. Am I making my point clear? Now the moment you see this essay topic, you get a little bit worried. You cannot step on the same river twice. UPSC is giving some new question, unprecedented question, non-typical question. People will have opinions like this, especially when it comes to UPSC Prelims 2026 paper. Am I right? Very unconventional paper. But one good thing about essay is this. We might be changing on some lines. Real is rational. You cannot step on the same river twice. Not all who wander are lost. Yes, topics, the way they're presented, they're changing. But the themes, the original themes, they never change. They remain the same. Am I making my point clear? Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. In the 1990s, guys, there was this essay topic. What is real education? This was the essay topic. Okay, 1990s. Now, what do you think is real education? Can anyone tell me? How long have you been preparing for your UPSC exams, madam? 1 year, is it? What about you, madam? 2 years, is it? As per you both, what is real education? Is it rote learning or is it something more than that?
Something that inculcates in the student
Hmm.
the culture, the skills, and then something that is required to lead the life,
Hmm.
the passion,
Good.
ethics.
Okay, simple enough. So you can say real education is that which inculcates in you a sense of ethics that helps you to lead a happy life. That's real education. Madam, what about you? As per you, what is real education? Do you want to add anything to what your friend has said or same?
Getting the knowledge
Getting the knowledge.
throughout the process.
Okay, real education is not static. It is very dynamic. That is how you're supposed to write. Very good, very good. This is what they're expecting you to write. What is real education? All of you following me? Come back. Look at the other topic. You have one more. Education is what remains after you have forgotten what you have learnt in school. Okay. This one was asked in 1990s, I guess. This one was asked in 2023. Both of the essay topics, right? It's about which theme? Education. This is what I mean. The themes remain the same. The way they're presented, it changes. Education is what remains after you have forgotten what you have learned in school. I don't remember the algebra, the differentiation, the calculus and all of those things that I studied in my preparation, in my school, in my colleges. But what is it that I remember? I remember the ethics. I remember that knowledge, practical knowledge that madam was talking about. I remember the discipline inculcated in me by some teachers. So if you look at both of the essay topics, both of them are based on which theme? Education. But the way they are asking questions on that theme, has it remained the same or has it changed? The way they are asking, in the initial days it was straightforward. What are they doing as of now? Straightforward or a little bit complicated? Little bit complicated, that's it. Even though the nature of essay question paper is changing in recent times, it still retains its core soul, its core foundation. So if you are very good with all of the themes that your UPSC is asking since 1993, you will be able to score very good marks in any essay paper that you take, be it with any institution, be it with even your UPSC. That confidence you must have. Am I making my point clear? All of you. All of your understanding, right? So do not get that fear. Don't be scared, sir. UPSC essay papers are becoming more philosophical. Some of the essay topics are more abstract. Even if it is becoming philosophical, even if it is becoming abstract, it has a history. The theme is getting repeated. So if you have all the knowledge of the themes, you can crack this examination. You can score 130 plus in your essay quite easily, guys. For some people, 110, 115 is a very good marks. But I hold myself to higher standards. Scoring 130 should be a minimum goal of yours in your essay paper. And it's possible. I'll ensure that it is possible for you. Don't worry about it. All of you following me? Come back. Look into this. Yeah. So what we need to do in this changing trends, how should we equip ourselves? Let us say UPSC Prelims 2026 happened. So what will you do as per this changing trends? Will you go with the same preparation strategy that people followed pre-2026 or will you make some changes? You'll make some changes. You're not going to wait until January of next year to start preparation for prelims. Whatever preparation you're doing as of now, mains as well as prelims should go hand in hand. This is what I feel. Other people might have different opinions, but this is my belief. All of you following me? Look into this. What did I say? There are certain themes that your UPSC frequently asks questions on. What are the major themes? Look at this one. Knowledge and reasoning is one of the fundamental themes. What is knowledge? Look at the term itself. What is knowledge? To know. To know about what? To know about reality, to know about the truth. That is knowledge in a very simple manner. Am I making my point clear? Information, will it be sorted or will it be dumped on you? Information will not have any filter, it will be dumped on you. When you make sense of the information, knowledge is born. Am I making my point clear? All of you. Using this knowledge, you start reasoning. Reasoning means what? Why is the world the way it is? Why it is revolving in the way it is? Why is it rotating in the way it is? That is how reasoning comes into picture. Am I right? Because of this knowledge, because of this reasoning, I am able to unlock greater potential in me. Imagine there are people, all they do in life is become recipients of information. Someone gives them one-page notes, they go through all this one page, they start by-hearting each and everything from first line to the last line. Will I call such person as a knowledgeable person? Absolutely not. Now, do you think this person will be able to reason, question whatever is happening here? Or will they be just blind followers? Blind followers. If you take any major dictatorship in the past, or even in the present for that matter, let us say we talk about North Korea. The kind of education system they have, are they inculcating this type of knowledge? Are they inculcating this type of reasoning? Or do they want their kids to blindly follow Kim Jong-un? Blindly follow him. Am I making my point clear? UPSC has asked various topics on knowledge and reasoning. Look at some of those topics. Thinking is like a game. It does not begin until you have an opponent. Now, do you think this topic was asked to you in the last couple of years or was it a long time ago? What do you think? If it was long time ago, do you think they will be asking in such complicated manner or will it be straightforward? This one is a little bit complicated. Am I right or am I wrong? Thinking is like a game. It does not begin until you have an opponent. For example, let us say I am playing chess. Now, can I play chess only with myself or should there be an opponent? An opponent will come out with a strategy. I will come out with a much better strategy to win. You guys agree with me? That is what it is. Am I making my point clear? In life, if I have to win, can I win all by myself or do you think there will be certain opponents? Opponents will be there. Opposition, is it good or bad? It's good. That's why in our parliament you have ruling party and then you have opposition party. Have you heard of this guy's name? Abraham Lincoln. Now, Abraham Lincoln, when he came out with his cabinet, he included some 4 members in his cabinet who were criticizing Abraham Lincoln from day number 1. Imagine I'm Abraham Lincoln, I've come to power, I've chosen a cabinet and in that cabinet there are 4 people who have criticized me from day number 1. I'm including them as cabinet minister. Am I making my point clear? What was the reason do you think Abraham Lincoln included these 4 people? These 4 people will criticize constructively. They will hold Abraham Lincoln accountable. They will ensure that the power that he has, he does not wield it, use it for the wrong reasons. You guys agree with me? Thinking is like a game. It does not begin until you have an opposition. An opposition, will it always be some external opposition or can it be internal as well? Internal as well. Most of the times, as far as I have seen in UPSC preparation, the opposition is internal. It's your own inferiority complex. It is your own comparison culture which brings you down rather than motivating you. You guys agree with me? Like this. So if you develop the knowledge, if you develop the reasoning, that criticism is good because that criticism helps you to grow. It will really help you in your life. Am I right or am I wrong? If you do not have this type of knowledge, if you do not have this type of reasoning capabilities, whatever opposition someone gives you, you will always see it in a negative light and you will never be able to grow in life. You guys agree with me? In our generation, if parents were told by their teachers that their children are not doing well and because of that we punish them, parents used to understand. But now, the moment the teachers scold their children, their Students. The students will go to their parents and complain, my teacher scolded me so and so in front of everyone. Is it not? Yeah. The parents will come meet the teachers. They'll have their own war of words. You guys agree with me? This type of knowledging, this type of knowledge, this type of reasoning is not good. You guys agree with me? Opposition is good for life. It's not necessarily wrong. Yes or no? How many of you have played this game called a snake and ladder? I think most of you would have played, or at least know what is snake and ladder. Over there, what is your goal? To reach 100. So while you're reaching 100, what is the opposition you have? Snakes. Do we come across snakes in our life as well? Sometimes these snakes can be relatives, can be some toxic friends, or sometimes snakes can also be luck factor. You guys agree with me? You might have prepared 99.99%, but still there is a factor of 0.01% luck. Is it not? There was this one long snake which you came across around 97 or 99, which will take you to your first row. Luck. नसीब नहीं है तो कोई भी कुछ भी नहीं कर सकता. ಹಣೆ ಬರ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನಕ್ಕಲ್ವಾ. Luck matters. This is what some people believe. You guys agree with me? Thinking is like a game. It does not begin until you have a opponent. This is knowledge and reasoning based is a topic. I will be discussing all of these themes with you later on. But did you understand this one? Look at the next one. On the same theme, they have asked one more topic. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. This was asked last year, 2025. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Look at the first one, look at the second one. Are they entirely different, or do you see some similarities? What are the similarities? Whatever opponent you get here, should you defeat that opponent in a violent manner or in a non-violent manner? Non-violent manner. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Britishers were our opponents during our freedom struggle, am I right? How did Gandhi and many other people like him try to defeat them? Using AK-47 machine guns and all of these things, or through non-violence? Satyagraha, truth, like this. Back in your ancient period, in your history classes, you might have studied about things such as silk trade route. Do you remember that? Ancient silk trade route. If I wanted to subdue my enemy who is there in my border, I just have to make this enemy dependent on me for my economic productivity. You guys agree with me? Yes. So I, as a neighboring country, am dependent on someone else for my trade, for my survival, for my sustenance. So you're subduing the enemy without fighting. Imagine this guy is my enemy. I sign a strategic partnership with him. I sign a friendship partnership deal with him. So am I not defeating my enemy by making him my friend? That's the supreme art. That's the kind of thinking that you need to have. That's the kind of reasoning you should have in life. Do you think this type of reasoning everyone possesses in life, or only few people possess? Only few people. You guys agree with my point? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. This is what it means. All of you following my point? Can you give me any other example where an individual defeated his enemy without fighting only? Any other examples? Go ahead. Think. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. Have you heard of something called as psychological warfare? Sorry, madam? Meditation, yes. There is so much of internal worries that you have, chaos and confusion that you have. You can sit for meditation and you can defeat all these worries that you have in a non-violent manner. That's good. Can you tell me the name of this Mongol emperor who captured one of the vast territories ever known to humankind? Genghis Khan. Okay. Now let us say I'm Genghis Khan. I've gone to a particular territory. My enemy is making sure that he stays within the fort complex. Am I making my point clear? Let us say this is the fort, I am outside, Genghis Khan is outside. Within this fort area, I have everything that I need to sustain myself for the next 2-3 years, let us say. What did your Chengiz Khan do? The moment he saw all of these things happening, do you think he ran back home? Or do you think he tried to defeat them psychologically? Psychologically. So this Chengiz Khan, what he used to do was, he used to bring all of his army in front of these people, his opponents. He used to party like a wild animal. Am I making my point clear? Eating, drinking, developing big weapons that can break open this fort. Am I making my point clear? Psychological warfare. Eventually the enemy which was there in the fort complex, they surrendered to Chengiz Khan and they accepted his sovereignty. They accepted his rule. This is psychological warfare. The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. In your ethics classes, you will also be learning about something called as social influence, persuasion. Am I making my point clear? So in social influence or persuasion, I will not be using force or violence. What I will be using is non-violence. Have you ever heard of this lady called as Diana? Now what did this Diana do? Very simple. One day she had gone to this hospital. In that hospital she met a patient who had AIDS. I'm very sure you would have heard of AIDS. Now AIDS, does it spread from one person to another person just by touching the person who has AIDS? No. But many people back in that time believed AIDS will spread the moment you touch them. Diana just went there, shook hands with this AIDS patient. This became a very viral photo at that point in time. Because of her one action, many people changed their belief on AIDS itself. It does not spread from human transmission, human touch. Am I making my point clear? The supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. She used her social influence, social status to convince people just by interacting with AIDS patient, you are not going to contract AIDS. Do you remember our Prime Minister Narendra Modi? He had gone to Lakshadweep couple of months ago, maybe 1.5 years ago. Because what was happening? You might have heard of this small country called as Maldives. Maldives, what kind of opinion or stance had it taken against India? Was it a positive opinion or was it a negative stance? So what our Prime Minister Narendra Modi did was to subdue the Maldives enemy at that point in time. He went to Lakshadweep, he spent some time there, he took some stunning photos in Lakshadweep. You know our Prime Minister, right? Many people saw these photos and they were convinced, okay, if I have to teach Maldives a lesson, let me not go there for my vacation. Let me go to Lakshadweep. And you know very well, Maldives economy, it is dependent on what? Tourism. So when Indians stopped going there, Maldives felt the pinch. They started apologizing. They started to change their behaviors. That is the supreme art of war, to subdue the enemy without fighting. Let us say I talk about Swachh Bharat mission. During the Swachh Bharat mission, who was our opponent? Unhygienic behaviors, unhygienic attitudes. You guys agree with me? How did we try to defeat this unhygienic behavior and attitude that exists in our country? By community awareness. Prime Minister Narendra Modi in his Mann Ki Baat came and spoke to you. Akshay Kumar through his film spoke to you. Many other celebrities started to speak to you, telling you have to change your behavior from unhygienic to hygienic behaviors. That is the supreme art of war, to subdue the enemy without fighting. Am I making my point clear? Like this. Artha agtiye taane? Come back. Look into this. All of these three topics, they are associated with knowledge and reasoning in their own ways. Do you think since 1993 these are the only three topics asked on knowledge and reasoning, or there are many topics? Many topics. Just for the sake of your satisfaction, I have given you a few. Look at the third one. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Whenever you are trying to get more marks in your UPSC mains, should you write with your Shashi Tharoor type of vocabulary, or should you use simple English words? Simple English words more people will understand, and at the end of the day, what is the name of your paper 1, paper 2, paper 3, paper 4? General studies. Even if a common man reads your answer, he or she should be able to understand it. Am I right or am I wrong? Many people cannot write answers in the simple manner. That is why they end up scoring less marks. Whenever you read your toppers' answer copies, are they writing answers in a very sophisticated manner or is it simple? Exactly. Simplicity is the ultimate sophistication. Alright? It's not so easy to achieve this simplicity. That type of reasoning, if you have in your life, it becomes very useful for you. Albert Einstein, again I'm going back to him, he gave a very beautiful quote. The mark of a person who has truly understood something is when he is able to explain even the complicated topics in a simple manner. Am I making my point clear? The mark of an intelligent person is his ability to explain something which is complicated in as simple way as possible. That's the manner of a great individual. Listen to me. Let me give you an example. Have you heard of his theory of relativity? How did he explain his theory of relativity to common people? By using an analogy. What is analogy? He told, theory of relativity means if you are sitting with a beautiful girl, even if you are sitting with that beautiful girl for 1 hour, it will seem like 2 minutes. On the other hand, if you are sitting on a hot burning stove for a single minute, it will appear like what? 1 hour. When you move at the speed of light, everything slows around you. If I explain like this, people might not understand. But when I give an analogy and try to explain it in a simple manner, many people might be able to understand. Relativity. Based on simplicity, there was one more topic which was asked in 2023 or 2024 as far as I remember. The topic was this. All ideas having large consequences are always simple. Now, what is the consequence that you expect in your UPSC preparation? What do you expect in your UPSC preparation? To clear this exam? To get the service that you want? Now, for you to achieve this consequence, what are the simple things that you are supposed to do? You are supposed to attend the classes. You are supposed to have conceptual clarity. You are supposed to revise. You are supposed to practice. If you do all of these things, no person on this planet can ever prevent you from clearing this exam. You guys agree with me? But rather than focusing on these simple things, what do we focus on? We focus on complicated things, getting more and more notes. Am I making my point clear? Using ChatGPT, Google way more than what is necessary. When you complicate your preparation in such a manner, you will be staying in UPSC preparation for 5-year or 10-year planning. Don't do that. I hope none of you spend so much of time in your UPSC preparation. Within few years, you should be able to crack it. All of you following me? What is one of the major themes in your UPSC? Knowledge and reasoning. Look at the next one. Okay, just a second. Okay. One more theme is truth and reality. Okay, truth and reality. UPSC likes to ask questions on truth, sometimes directly, sometimes indirectly. What is truth? What is truth? ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಟ್ರೂತ್ ನ ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ? ಸತ್ಯಾಂಶನ? Okay. ನಿಜನ? Okay. Now I am asking you a very simple question. What is truth, guys? Come on, tell me. What is truth? Go ahead, try. What is truth? Generally accepted. So it is generally accepted in India that if a cat crosses your path, you should stop. Is that truth? The generally accepted does not come here. Truth is nothing but a representation of the reality without any exaggeration. That's truth. If I see 2 tissue papers here, I have to say I see 2 tissue papers. Truth is nothing but representation of the reality in exaggerated ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಓವರ್ ಇಂಟೆಲಿಜೆನ್ಸ್, ಓವರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳೋದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಆ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಜರೇಟೆಡ್ ಆಗಿರಬಾರ್ದು. Why is it that in your UPSC mains paper 1, they ask questions like this? ಫಾಹೀನ್, ಹುಯೆನ್ ಸಾಂಗ್, ಅರಬ್ ಟ್ರಾವೆಲರ್ಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ವಿಸಿಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವರು ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. But they don't ask questions related to Indian historians talking about Indian kings. Have you come across any question where they have give the account of Indian kings given by Indian historians? Have they given any question like that? ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋರಿಯನ್ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಎಕ್ಸಾಜರೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಜಾಸ್ತಿ. ನಾನು ಯಾರಿಗೋ ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ 10 ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಿ ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಹಿಸ್ಟೋರಿಯನ್ 1000 ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದ, ನಮ್ಮ ರಾಜ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ದೊಡ್ಡವನು. ನಾನು ಆಮೇಲೆ 1000 ವರ್ಷ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಇದು ಓದ್ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನನಗೆ ತಲೆ ಕೆಟ್ಟು ಹೋಗುತ್ತೆ. 1000 ಗೋಲ್ಡ್ ಕಾಯಿನ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋಷ್ಟು ದೊಡ್ಡವನು ಅವನಿದ್ನ. Am I making my point clear? We usually do not read opinions given by your Indian historians because it is not truth. Not always, most of the times. On the other hand, your Chinese travelers, especially your Arab travelers, they give actual accounts, truthful accounts. That is why UPSC in Mains paper 1 has asked dedicated questions on art and culture. Come back. What is truth? Please tell me. It is nothing but representation of a reality in the way it is, without any exaggeration. That is truth. What is reality? Now the question is that. What do we call reality in Kannada? ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿಗೆ? ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಸಾರಿ, ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿಗೆ ಏನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಮೇಡಮ್? ವಾಸ್ತವ್ಯ. ಓಕೆ, ದಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಗುಡ್ ಎನಫ್ ವರ್ಡ್. ದಟ್ಸ್ ನಾಟ್ ಅ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್. ವೈ ಆರ್ ಯು ಸೋ ಸ್ಕೇರ್ಡ್ ಗೈಸ್? ಕಮ್ ಆನ್. Tell me what is reality. Define it to me. Tell me. You already have one answer. Reality is something that you can tangibly measure. Measure through eyes, measure through feel, tangibly. You should quantify it. Am I making my point clear? Reality is something that you can tangibly measure. Keep this in mind. All of you follow my point? What is the other thing? Reality is something that you can tangibly measure and explained using human reasoning capabilities. That is reality. If I throw something up in the air, do you think that object will keep on going up and up and up and up, or will it come down? The reason is what? Gravitation. I can see that the ball is coming down. I can explain the reason why ball is coming down using my human reasoning. That is gravitation. That is reality. Most of the times whenever I meet my students and I ask them simple question, what is truth, what is reality, what is knowledge, what is reasoning, they're unable to give me a proper answer only. That is why they're unable to write the simplest essay that your UPSC is demanding. All of you are following my point? Anyways, we will discuss all of these things eventually. So look into this. Based on truth and reality, they have asked many topics since 1993. I have just written 2 examples on the board. The first example is this. The search for truth can only be a spiritual exercise. The search for truth can only be a spiritual exercise. What does it mean? Simple. Let's talk about Adi Shankara. Let's talk about your Ramanuja Acharya, your Guru Nanak, your Buddha, your Mahavira. Whatever truth they learned about happiness, desires, misery, death, so many other things, soul, so many other things. Did they learn all of those things by reading some book or by traveling? Traveling. Now when they were traveling, all of them found that one same truth, or it was different aspects of the truth. Adi Shankara is Advaita philosophy, Ramanuja Acharya is Vishishta Advaita. Whatever truth you discover for yourself in your life, it is purely your internal experience, inner experience. It's spiritual. Am I making my point clear? All of you. Search for truth can only be spiritual. This is what your UPSC has asked in the 1990s or early 2000. I forgot the exact year. Am I making my point clear? Most of the times, how do we learn truth? We learn truth by reading some Wikipedia article, by reading some book. Am I making my point clear? But when you go out and experience in the real world, then you will understand truth kya hota hai or falsehood kya hota hai. Am I right or am I wrong? When you were there in 10th standard, your parents were telling you, you prepare for this examination, you score very well, your life is settled. Right? 12th, your PU days, the same lie they told us. Graduation, the same lie they told us. Now once you have come out into the real world, is UPSC asking you to write this examination only if you have scored 90% plus? No, right? That's the thing. You might learn about so many truths in your books and everything, but when you experience, right, spirituality, I'm not talking about religious spirituality, inner experiences. Search for truth can only be spiritual. Am I making my point clear? Some people, they find happiness and meaning by becoming IAS and IPS officers like you. Some people find their happiness by teaching like me. Some people find their happiness by joining army. You can't say, if you want to be happy, just be IAS and IPS. Is it not? Like this. Look at the other one. In last year, 2025, the first essay topic was this: truth knows no color. What does this mean? Truth knows no color. Very simple. Whatever constitutional provisions you have learned in your foundation courses, Article 14, 15, 16, 17, all of these things, does it apply selectively to some people in the country, or does it apply universally to all people in the country? Universally. Yes, there are certain aliens who do not have access to this fundamental rights, but keeping that aside, rule of law applies to everyone. Am I right or am I wrong? Let us say there is Amitabh Bachchan standing next to me. I am here. Both of us have committed mistakes. So truth applies more to me and less to Amitabh Bachchan, is it? No. Truth knows no color. It knows no religious distinction. It knows no caste distinction, regional distinctions, or anything like that. It applies same to everyone. Truth knows no color. Am I right or am I wrong? But do you think we accept the truth knows no color, or do we always give excuses? Excuses. You are very easy. It is very easy to blame someone else. It is very easy to hold someone else to very high standards of accountability. But when you are holding yourself accountable, you will say, no, I come from a poor family, so me stealing a little bit of money is fine. Am I right or am I wrong? No, I want to clear this examination so I can take care of my parents as soon as possible. So let me go for pirated videos. You give excuses of so many kinds. Is this not? I'm just giving you an example. Did you understand this? Truth knows no color. ಅವನಿಗೇನು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಅದೇ ಸೇಮ್ ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ನಾನು ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫ್ಗೂ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. If I am applying different standards to his life and I am applying different standards to my life, there is an English term that we use. It is called as hypocrisy. Hypocrisy. ಹೇಳೋದೊಂದು ಮಾಡೋದು ಇನ್ನೊಂದು. ಇದ್ರ ಮೇಲೆ ಸಾಂಗೇ ಬರ್ದಿದ್ದೀನಿ ನಾವು ಕನ್ನಡದಲ್ಲಿ. All right. Be that as it may. First major theme is what? Knowledge and reasoning. Second major theme is what? Truth and reality. Look at the next major theme: education, character, ethics. All right. For example, what is real education? It is based on this theme. Education is what remains after you have forgotten what you have learned in school. This is also based on this theme. Other than that, you also have your destiny of a nation is shaped in its classrooms. This is also based on education, character and ethics. If in my classroom I am just giving my students one-way communication type of knowledge, I am not making you question, I am not making you think, will I be able to create a country of thinking individuals or blind followers? Blind followers. Destiny of a nation is shaped in its classroom. So here sitting, as your friend rightly pointed out, I should not only teach you the practical skills, the knowledge and everything, I should also teach you ethics. I should also teach you discipline, so that when you go outside into the real world, you can follow this. You see success in life, and it is in your success, the success of the whole nation also lies. Am I right or am I wrong? Like this. Simple enough. Am I making my point clear? Look into this one. 3 themes are done. Along with that, there is one more theme: pursuit of excellence. Okay, excellence. Now let's start again in a simple manner. What is excellence? What is excellence? Go ahead. What do we call excellence in Kannada as? Do you have any good term for it? Excellence. Try. Excellence and Reina. Perfection. Not necessarily. All right. What is excellence? Let me define it. Excellence is you making the best use of your abilities. Am I making my point clear? Even if you might not reach the perfectionism, you will still be excellent compared to others. Perfectionism is idealism. 100% perfectionism. Do you think it is always possible in life, or is it difficult? But excellism I can try to pursue actively. Am I right or am I wrong? So let me define what is excellence. excellence is nothing but active pursuit to achieve the ideal perfectionism in a sincere and dedicated manner so that I use my abilities. Am I making my point clear? To the greatest extent possible. Do you understand this? All of you. 100% perfectionism, even though I want it, it's not something that I'm going to achieve. But that does not mean I have to give up. Am I right? I have to keep on excelling. Am I making my point clear? That is pursuit of excellence. Now, what are the excellence that you want to pursue in life? What are the different types of excellence you want to pursue in life? Some of you might have pursued excellence in your schools by scoring 90% plus. Am I right? Academic excellence, we call it. Some of you want to achieve excellence in terms of your career. Am I right? Am I wrong? That is why you are sitting here and you're preparing for an examination which is considered as one of the most toughest examination in this country. Am I right or am I wrong? Yes. Some of you want to find that excellence in terms of your relationship with your parents, with your friends or anyone else. You guys agree with me? Pursuit of that excellence. Now you tell me, the pursuit of the excellence, will it be very smooth or will it have up and down? Up and down. Do you think ups will be more or downs will be more? Downs will be more. So whenever you are failing, whenever you are in the down situation, what should you do? Should you settle there? Or should you try to get yourself back up? Get yourself back up. Am I right? So that is what is pursuit of excellence. It's never going to be a smooth ride. Am I making my point clear? A smooth ocean never made a skilled sailor. A smooth ocean never made a skilled sailor. What is this meaning? Whenever I'm sailing in an ocean, am I making my point clear? I come across, let us say, typhoons, hurricanes and so many other things. Because of all these bitter experiences, I learn the best lessons and I can tackle any challenge that comes in my way. Imagine there is another sailor who has not gone through any of these challenges at all. Who will be more skilled? The first one or the second one? First one. Pursuit of excellence is this. All of you following me? And almost every other year, whatever motivational essay topics they ask, it is based on pursuit of excellence only. A ship in harbor is safe, but that is not what a ship is meant for. What are they asking you to do? To sit in the harbor safely, securely, or are they asking you to leave the harbor and take chances in life? Leave the harbor, take chances in life. Only then you will understand your personality, your abilities. Only then you will be able to grow. Am I making my point clear? Best lessons are learned through bitter experiences. Do you think it belongs in knowledge and reasoning? Do you think it belongs in your truth and reality, or does it belong in pursuit of excellence? Pursuit of excellence. Am I making my point clear? And your UPSC likes this imagery of sun. The best time to repair the roof is when the sun is still shining. This is another essay topic that they have asked. So as of now, I have the time. As of now, I have the resources. So I have to sit, I have to prepare carefully, I have to prepare in such a manner that even if they give me a very unconventional paper compared to 2026, I should be able to clear. Am I making my point clear? I should not wait for myself to go to the examination hall and then think how should I deal with unconventional paper. Am I right? Am I making my point clear? The best time to repair the roof, the best time to pursue excellence, is it in the past, is it in the future, or is it now? The answer is now. It's not procrastination. Have you heard of procrastination? Somaritana. Kabir very famously told, Kal kare so, aaj kare so, ab. But the kind of generation we have as of now, Kal kare so, kal. Am I right? Kal kare so, parso. My Hindi is a little bit weak. Please understand. Am I making my point clear? If you want to pursue excellence, you have to pursue it now. You have to start your efforts now, not in the future. These are different types of themes. Based on these themes, UPSC can ask you essay topics, but it will be worded in a different manner. Did you understand this? All right. Look into this. Open your 2025 essay paper, guys. Come on. Open your 2025 essay paper. Okay. All right. So in that paper, tell me, truth knows no color. It belongs to which theme? Truth and reality. The second, the supreme art of war is to subdue the enemy without fighting. It belongs to which theme? Knowledge and reasoning. What is the next topic? Sorry? Go ahead.
A word and create. Thought finds a word.
Thought finds a word and creates one also. Thoughts find a word and create ones also. All right. Several years ago, you had this brothers called as Wright brothers. They had a thought of flying like a bird. Am I right or am I wrong? That thought enabled them to find this concept of aeroplane and also create it. Am I right or am I wrong? So this particular essay topic, is it based on which theme is this essay topic based? Try. Based on which essay theme this topic is based on? Thought finds a word and creates one also. Is it based only on knowledge and reasoning, or can I say it is also based on pursuit of excellence? Very good. That is what I want. What is the next topic? That you already know. What is section B? First essay topic. Muddy water is best cleared when left alone. Meaning what it is, let us say there is a glass of water in front of me. I mix some mud with it. After a few minutes, the mud will be at the top or will it have settled at the bottom? The same thing. Whenever your mind is filled with mud, is filled with chaos, confusion and everything, should you react to that situation in a very impulsive manner or should you control? You should control, you should be patient so that the mud settles at the bottom and then you can think clearly. Am I right or am I wrong? Most of the times whenever we suffer in our life, is it because we have thought carefully and then taken action, or is it because we take an impulsive action? Problem only there, no? That is the thing. So this muddy water is best cleared when left alone. Can I put it under the theme of knowledge and reasoning? Simple. Look at the next topic. So, okay, the years teach much, then the days never know. Something like that they have given. When I was very young, let us say 15, 16, I was a very arrogant person. Some people say I'm arrogant even now, but what do I care about those people? Your perception of me is a reflection of you. All right, listen to me now. When I was 15, 16, I was very arrogant. In my 20s also I was very arrogant, but now that I'm there in my 30s, I've mellowed out. Am I making my point clear? 15 and 16, the kind of experiences I had in my life was very little. In the 30s, the kind of experiences I've had, it is quite diverse. And it is in these years that I have learnt a lot about life. Then when I was very young, am I making my point clear? When I was very young, I just wanted to live by that day. Today is Tuesday, these are the things that I'm supposed to do. Tomorrow is Wednesday, these are the things that I'm supposed to do. That is what I had in my mind. But as and when I grew, as and when I matured, I understood. If you're going to plan your life, plan it in such a way that this year, these are the targets that I'm going to achieve. Next year, in the same time period, these are the targets I would have achieved. 10 years down the line, this is where I see myself. The years teach you much than the days. Am I making my point clear? Where is more wisdom there? Always in the younger period or usually when you become older? Older. So here also they're trying to tell you how to reason with life. Knowledge and reasoning. Am I making my point clear? Like this. Look at the next essay topic. It is best to see life as a journey, not as a destination. Most of the times we are like race course horses. Alright? We are only caring about the destination. We do not have enough time to see what is happening towards our left or right. You guys agree with me? You want to race. You want to become the youngest person to clear UPSC Civil Service examination. You want to become the youngest chief secretary. All of these things you have. Am I right or am I wrong? But when you're always obsessing with the destination, what is the major problem that you will face? You will not enjoy the journey. Many a times when you see these students who have won in their IIT JEE examination, very impressive rank they have taken. Whenever the camera is on them, do you think they are very happy about it, or there are some students who are very sad? Very sad. Whenever I look at them, I feel bad. winning in an examination, getting such impressive ranks, I always respect them. But I also know the kind of journey that they have gone through to get that rank, starting from, let us say, 5th or 6th standard, they might be preparing for that. Am I right? Will it be a very enjoyable journey or will it be a very cruel journey? Exactly. Exactly. It is best to see life not as a destination but rather as a journey. Am I making my point clear? Here also they're telling you something about reality. Is it not? There is some knowledge and reasoning present here. So any essay topic you take, will it be based on just one theme or can be based on multiple themes? You should be able to identify these themes next time you open an essay paper and try to analyze. All of you following my point? Look at the next essay topic, guys. Come on. Contentment is natural wealth. Materialism is artificial poverty. Look into this one. There is another theme called as human flourishing. Alright, human flourishing means what? You want to be happy in life. You want to be content in life. Am I making my point clear? This is what we call as what? Human flourishing. Okay. Now if you take this topic, contentment is natural wealth, materialism is artificial poverty, where does this come? Human flourishing. All of you following me? Now let us say you have achieved a decent number of things in your life. You have something called as contentment. Saku ishte. Imagine, you have so much of desires, no matter what you get in life, you are never satisfied. You want more and more. Innu bekagide type of people. All of you following my point? Which one will be more happier, the first person or the second person? Exactly. Human flourishing means you have positive emotions in you, you have happiness in you, you have contentment in you, you have joy in yourself, you have gratitude in yourself and everything. That is human flourishing. So there will be some topics in your UPSC essays based on that as well. Have you heard of this essay topic? There is no path to happiness, happiness is the path. That is based on human flourishing. Am I making my point clear? Look at the last essay topic. Last one, I guess, right? Yes. Tell me the last essay topic. Ashtena? Okay, good enough. Did you understand? So most of the topics which are asked in your UPSC essays, it is based on whatever I have discussed so far. Okay, knowledge and reasoning, truth and reality, pursuit of excellence, education, character and ethics, if not human flourishing. Apart from this, there are certain minor themes on which your UPSC can ask you questions. Minor themes like what? Post-independent India and its aspirations. Minor theme. When I was an aspirant, questions used to come from here regularly, but these days not many questions are coming. All of you are following my point? Post-independent India and its aspirations. Alright, look into this. Look at the topics. This was asked in 1990s. Is colonial mentality hindering India's success? Colonial mentality means what? Your Britishers were there. They were ruling over us. Am I right or am I wrong? How did they see Indians? Did they see Indians as their equals or did they see Indians as their inferiors? Now this type of colonial mentality, that westernization is superior to Indian culture. Am I making my point clear? This type of elitist attitude that people have, some IAS and IPS officers that you have met in your life, are they very down to earth or do they come across as very arrogant? Some British officers were also like that. This type of colonial mentality, is it helping in India's success or is it pulling us back? Pulling us back. Your UPSC used to ask you straightforward questions like this. That is why it was much easier for us. For you, on the other hand, they have made it a little bit complicated. But even though they are wording it in a different manner, the themes will always remain the same. Look at the second one. Dreams that should not let India sleep. I think they asked this particular question possibly in 14 or 15, I forgot. I remember writing an essay that year for this topic. Dreams that should not let India sleep. By 2047, what is the target that our Prime Minister has given to us? Vikshit Bharat Abhiyan. Am I right or am I wrong? This is Amrit Kala. So dreams that should not let India sleep unless we get to that 100 years anniversary, what are the targets that you have? You are supposed to write. Prime Minister Indira Gandhi gave a motto, Garibi Hathao. Garibi हट गया है क्या और अभी भी है, इन्नु गरीबी ಇದೆ, इन्नु poverty ಇದೆ, ಬಡತನ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? So by 2047, I want to tackle poverty in every which way possible. Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi at this point in time, he says, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, Sabka Prayas and all of those things. If you give our Prime Minister some more years, he will have some more Sabka there. Alright? Very cute guy in his own way. Come back, listen to me. So here, Sabka Saath, Sabka Vishwas, is it something that is already a reality, or are we aspiring for it? Are we dreaming for it? Dreaming. Am I making my point clear? Dreams that should not let India sleep. Very easy topics to answer. They're not as philosophical as some of the topics that UPSC is asking in recent times. You guys agree with me? Look at the last one. A society which has more justice requires less charity. This is also post-independent India aspiration. Justice. Now the moment I ask you justice, you should be able to answer. Alright? My friend at the last, madam, light purple dress. Yes, you only. What's your name? Sorry? Rekha. So, Madam Rekha, can you tell me what is justice? Kannada translation everybody. Naya sir anta. Yenadu? You understand Kannada? Right. Nimge ಏನು ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಹೇಳಿ. Justice ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. How many months has it been since you are there in UPSC preparation? 9 months ಅಲ್ವಾ? 9 ತಿಂಗಳು. ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಂತ್ ಇಂದನಾ? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಭಯನಾ? ಹೆದರ್ಕೋಬೇಡಿ. All is well, bolo. All is well. Okay. What is justice? Very simple. Try once from your end. Try. What is justice? I'll give you different perception on justice. You tell me what is justice. Good. Equal opportunities to everyone. That's one understanding of justice. Other than that, whatever madam told here, na, it is called as meritocratic view of justice. Equal opportunities based on their merit. Aristotle very famously told, a just society is that society where each and everyone is able to fulfill their role and responsibility. Alright? A Brahmin's role is what? To improve education. A Kshatriya's role is what? To fight adharma. Now if you are choosing your own role and own responsibility, Guru Aristotle, you are right. But if someone is giving me the role, hey, your role is Shudra, you have to focus on cleaning, you have to do this physical activities, that is just society, is it? Or is it unjust? Unjust. Am I right or am I wrong? Then there is teleological perception of justice. What is teleology? Very simple. It says a society is just a society if it leads to greatest happiness of the greatest number. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು 10 ಜನ ಇದ್ರು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಆಸ್ ಪರ್ ಟೀಲಿಯಾಲಜಿ 9 ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದೇ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಒಬ್ಬನಿಗೆ ಸಿಗ್ತಾ ಬಿಡ್ತು ಅದು ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ. ದ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಗ್ರೇಟೆಸ್ಟ್ ನಂಬರ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಆಸ್ ಜಾನ್ ರಾಲ್ಸ್. ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಸ್ಟಡಿಂಗ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ಹಿಮ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಥಿಕ್ಸ್ ಕ್ಲಾಸಸ್. He says a just society is that society where civil liberties are present for everyone. Civil liberties, rule of law, fundamental rights, ಎಲ್ಲ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? It is present for everyone. A just society is that society where the least advantaged ನ marginalized ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು. The least advantaged or the marginalized, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಪ್ರೊವೈಡ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ನೋಡ್ಕೊತೀವಿ. ಅದು ರಿಸರ್ವೇಷನ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ವೆಲ್ಫೇರ್ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಆಯುಷ್ಮಾನ್ ಭಾರತ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, VBG ರಾಮ್ಜಿ ಸ್ಕೀಮ್ಗಳಾಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಜನ್ ಔಷಧಿ ಕೇಂದ್ರಸ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಈ ಥರ ನಾವು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ಅದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅಂತ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಇದು ಇವರೆಲ್ಲ ಹೇಳಿರೋದು. ನನ್ನ ಪ್ರಕಾರ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಅಂದರೆ ಆ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಇರೋರ್ಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ರೋಟಿ, ಕಪಡ, ಮಕಾನ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಸಿಗಬೇಕು. ಅದ್ರ ಜೊತೆಗೆ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ವಿಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ ಇಂಗ್ಲೀಷಲ್ಲಿ. ಗ್ರೀಕ್ ಟರ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಟರಾಕ್ಸಿಯಾ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ವಿಲಿಟಿ, ಅಟರಾಕ್ಸಿಯಾ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಮೆಂಟಲ್ ಪೀಸ್. ಇದು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟೀಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅದು ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಆವಾಗ ಅದು ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶನೇ ನಾವು ತಗೊಳ್ಳೋದ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀವ ಇವಾಗ? ಇಲ್ಲ. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಿತ್ತು ತಿನ್ನೋ ಬಡತನ ಇದೆ, ನಿಮಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಸ್. ಆನ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಹ್ಯಾಂಡ್, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ, ಡು ಯು ಥಿಂಕ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ದ ಟ್ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ವಿಲಿಟಿ ಆರ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ದಟ್ ವಿ ವಾಂಟ್? Every day we are fearful of something. What paper will UPSC give next time around? Am I making my point clear? Yes. Every day we are fearful what extra tax will our finance ministers impose on us. Every day we are fearful because of climate change. What will happen to the agriculture land that I have? Will I be able to get good harvest this time year around? Am I right or am I wrong? Here, what is the volatility that we have this year? The rains, has it been bountiful in all of India or has it been scarce? Scarce. ಸೊ ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮ ಯಾರು ಅಗ್ರಿಕಲ್ಚರ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತು, ನಿಮಗೂ ಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ತಾನೇ. ಒಂದು 5-6 ಸಾವಿರ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಿ ಜಿ ದುಡ್ಡು ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ದು ಫೀಸ್ ಕಳಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಿಮಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮಂಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ. ನಾಟ್ ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಆರ್ ಬಾರ್ನ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ರಿಚ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲೀಸ್, ರೈಟ್? A just society is that society where you have access to basic necessities and you have peace of mind. You are happy. That is a just society. ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಈ ಥರ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಲಿ ಜೀವನ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರಲ್ಲ, ಆ ಥರ ಸೊಸೈಟಿಲಿ ಚಾರಿಟಿ ನೆಸೆಸರಿ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನಿದಂಗಂದರೆ ಮೀನಿಂಗು? ಆರ್ ವಿ ಲಿವಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೌ? ನೋ. That is why there is so much of charity that your Narayan Murthy does or Azim Premji does or Bill Gates does, so many things. Even your government does charity, welfare schemes ಅಂತ ಇದೆ ತಾನೆ. In the present times, rather than focusing on creating a just society, what are we focusing more on? Providing charity. So this essay topic is saying, yes, let's give charity, not a problem. But what should be our long-term goal? ಚಾರಿಟಿನ ಇನ್ನೂ ಕಂಟಿನ್ಯೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತನಾ ಅಥವಾ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು ಅಂತನಾ? ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಸೊಸೈಟಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲಿ ಗೇಮು. ಸೊ ದೇ ಮೈಟ್ ಬಿ ಗಿವಿಂಗ್ ಯು ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಸ್ ಲೈಕ್ ದಿಸ್. It might come across as a little bit difficult, but it's not. All of you are following me? So there are some minor themes like this. Some more minor themes exist. Let me write that down on the board. Okay. Let me write it down. One more theme happens to be your environment. Okay. Another thing, it happens to be culture, especially related to gender relations. Gender relations. Okay. Or related to your westernization, things like that. Westernization, globalization, like this. Or it can also be on language. Amongst all of the minor themes, this one is asked every few years. This one is asked, gender relations. In 2023, there was an article on this, essay topic on this. Couple of years ago, there was one more topic on gender relations, so be careful here. Am I making my point clear? All of you, minor themes. Come back. Yeah. But did you understand the major themes? Let's do a small exercise now. Open your 2024 essay paper, guys. 2024. Okay. Look at the first essay topic that they have asked in 2024. What is the first essay topic? Forest precede civilization and deserts follow them. It is based on which theme? Environment. Good. Look at the next one. The empires of the future will be empires of the mind. This is a quote of Winston Churchill. What is it based on? Knowledge and reasoning. Good. Next. Anything else other than that? Third one. It is based on which theme? Human flourishing. Alva. Have you heard of this song, Nodi Swami Now Hirodu Hige? Right? In that song, if I remember correctly, Shankar Nag goes to a government department. ಅಲ್ಲೊಬ್ರು ಕೂತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಗುಮಸ್ತನಾಗಿ ಸೇರಿದ್ದು ನಾನು ಈ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟರ್ ಆದೆ, ತುಂಬ ಗತ್ತಿಂದ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ನಿಮ್ಮ ಶಂಕರ್ ನಾಗ ಮೂವಿಲಿ ವಿಲ್ ಹಿ ಬಿ ಪ್ಲಾನಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಸೋ ಮಚ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ದ ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಆರ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹಿ ಬಿ ಎಂಜಾಯಿಂಗ್ ಈಚ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಮೂಮೆಂಟ್? ನಾವೇನೇ ಪಾತ್ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ, ಅದು ಗುಮಸ್ತಂದು ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಅದು IAS ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಇರ್ಬೋದು, ನಾವು ಮಾಡೋದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಖುಷಿ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಬೇಕು. ಇವಾಗ ನೀವು ಯಾರೂ IAS ಅಲ್ಲ, ಆಗ್ತೀರಾ ಆಮೇಲೆ. ಹಂಗಂತ ನಿಮಗೆ ಮಾಡೋ ಕೆಲಸದ ಮೇಲೆ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಖುಷಿ ಇರಬಾರ್ದು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೈಂಡ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್ ಇಯರ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ ಪಾತ್ ಟು ಹ್ಯಾಪಿನೆಸ್. ಸೊಸೈಟಿ ವಿಲ್ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅನ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಬಿಕಮ್ ಅನ್ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್, ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿ. ಬಟ್ ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಸ್ಯಾಡ್ IAS ಆಫೀಸರ್ಸ್, ಹೌ ಮೆನಿ ಸ್ಯಾಡ್ ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಜಿನಿಯರ್ಸ್ ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ಅವರ್ ಲೈಫ್? ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಮ್ಮ ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಆ ಥರ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ತಾನೆ. ನೀವೇನೇ ಪಾತ್ ವಾಕ್ ಮಾಡಲಿ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆ ಖುಷಿನ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿಯಿರಿ. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿರೋದು. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಹ್ಯೂಮನ್ ಫ್ಲರಿಶಿಂಗ್. ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಒನ್, ಗೈಸ್. ವಾಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಎಸ್ ಎ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಹಿಯರ್? The doubter is a true man of science. So here you can talk about knowledge and reasoning. Okay. Look at the fifth one. Social media is creating a sense of FOMO, especially amongst our youths, which is leading to anxiety, which is leading to depression. You can find out the themes. Tell me the theme based on which this essay topic is there. I have written that theme on the board also. ತುಂಬ ಸೋಷಿಯಲ್ ಮೀಡಿಯಾ ನೀವು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಿದಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮಲ್ಲಿ ಆಂಗ್ಸೈಟಿ ಉಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಡಿಪ್ರೆಷನ್ ಉಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ, ಫೋಮೋ ಉಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ನೀವು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬಲ್ಲಿ ವೀಡಿಯೋ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ, 1000 ಲೈಕ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, 1000 ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಅದು ವಿಡಿಯೋ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆಯೋ ಇಲ್ವೋ ನಿಮಗೆ ಸೆಕೆಂಡರಿ. ಅದು 1000 ಲೈಕ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ, 1000 ಕಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ನೀವು ಹೋಗಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀರಾ ತಾನೆ. ನೋಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಈ ವಿಡಿಯೋದಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನೋ ಇದೆ ಇಲ್ಲಿ, ಏನೋ ಮರ್ಮ ಇದೆ. ಹಂಗಂತ ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನು ಫಾಲೋ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ತಾನೆ, ಎಸ್ಪೆಷಲಿ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ UPSC ಪ್ರಿಪರೇಷನ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಆ ಥರ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ? 1000 ಜನ ನೋಡಿದರೆ ನಾನು ನೋಡಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂದರೆ ನನಗೇನೋ ಮಿಸ್ ಹೊಡಿಯುತ್ತೆ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲೋ. ಇದು ಫೋಮ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೀವಿ ತಾನೆ. ಯಾವ ಥೀಮಿಗೆ ಇದು ಬಿಲಾಂಗ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ? ಸಿಂಪಲ್ ಕ್ವಶನ್. ಸಾರಿ, ನಾಲೆಡ್ಜ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ರೀಸನಿಂಗ್. ಎಸ್, ಅದರ್ ದೆನ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ there is also human flourishing. If that FOMO comes to your mind, the probability of you being happy, content, having joy, having gratitude in your life will be very less. Am I making my point clear? So human flourishing. Sixth topic, please. Nearly all men can stand adversity. If you want to test the character of the person, give him power. So this is based on education, character and ethics. Other than that, all ideas having large consequences are always simple. Knowledge and reasoning. Eighth one. The cost of being wrong is less than cost of doing nothing. Let me explain the topic to you. Let us say there are 2 brothers. Now both of these 2 brothers, I have given them 1 million. What one brother does, he takes that 1 million rupees and he invests in certain stocks. Another brother, what he does is, he does nothing with that 1 million. He is enjoying his life. One car ತಗೊಂತಾನೆ, travel ಮಾಡ್ತಾನೆ, ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾನೆ. The first brother, when he invests in a certain company, he loses money. 1 million ಇದ್ದಿದ್ದು 900,000 ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. 100,000 he loses. Am I making my point clear? The other brother, he pokes fun at him. Hey, useless fellow, look at me. I am enjoying my life. You on the other hand, you were wrong to invest in that company. ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ, whatever money 900,000 was there, he invested in right companies. He understood the mistakes he made in the past. So he starts to invest in the right companies and his valuation, it increases. From 900,000 it becomes 1 million, 1.5 million, 2 million, like that. The other brother, he's doing nothing. He's just enjoying whatever money he has left. Who will win at the end of the day? Is it someone who made a wrong mistake and learned from it, or is it someone who does nothing? Who took a chance, made mistakes in his life, and then he learned from it and then he improved. The guy who does nothing, you will always lose. The guy who does something, he might be wrong in the initial instance, but he will win eventually. That is the meaning of this topic. So under which theme do you think this topic comes? Which theme primarily? Knowledge and reasoning ಅಲ್ಲ, truth and reality ಅಲ್ಲ, ಯಾವುದು? Pursuit of excellence. Good. Pursuit of excellence. Am I making my point clear? So I want you to do similar activities, not only for 2024, but from 2013 till 2026, including this year's mains. I want you to do this activity. Am I making my point clear? Just to get an idea that the themes will remain the same. Only thing that will be changing is what? The way they articulate it, the way they present it. Am I making my point clear? Good. Come back to this. Look into this one. So the first thing that we were supposed to understand was the changing trends. I have given you an idea about the themes. Look at the next thing that you have to focus now. Okay, the content quality. Most of the times why our students do not score that very good marks, including your rank holders, because they don't have a grasp of all of these things. The second reason, the content that you're writing, it should not come across as your GS 1, 2, 3, 4 content that you usually write. The moment I give someone best lessons I learned through bitter experiences, my students routinely talk about 1991. What happened in 1991? What was the major event? Very good, madam. LPG crisis. ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೀತಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೀತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದೇ ಚಂದ್ರಯಾನ್ ಬರೀತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಈ ಬರ್ದಿರೋದು ತಪ್ಪೇನಲ್ಲ. 1000 ಜನ ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಬರೀತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. 1000 ಜನದಲ್ಲಿ ಎಲ್ಲ 1000 ಜನ ಈ ಥರನೇ ಬರೆದ್ರು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತಾ? ನೀವು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರೀತೀರಾ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ದಿಸ್ ವಿಲ್ ಫೆಚ್ ಯು ಮೋರ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. Am I making my point clear? So the content quality should not be overly ತುಂಬ GS subjects ಮೇಲೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡೈವರ್ಸಿಟಿ ಇರಬೇಕು. Look at the other one. Diversify your content. So some experiences that you have seen in your own life, try to bring it across. Some articles that you would be reading. ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕಾಮನ್ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸ್ ಮುಗೀತು ತಾನೆ. ಸೊ ಕಾಮನ್ವೆಲ್ತ್ ಗೇಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ ಮೆಡಲ್ ವಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿರೋರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಫುಲ್ ಪಾಶ್ ಫ್ಯಾಮಿಲಿಯಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರಾ ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದು ಹಂಬಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡಿಂದ ಬಂದಿದ್ದಾರಾ? ಹಂಬಲ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ಗ್ರೌಂಡ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಡಾಬಾದಲ್ಲಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಒಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸಿಂದ ಇನ್ನೊಂದು ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗಬೇಕು ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಆ ಬಸ್ ಫೇರ್ಗೆ ತುಂಬ ಕಷ್ಟ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅವರಿಗೆ. ಅಷ್ಟೊಂದೆಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ಅವ್ರು ಎಲ್ಲ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಲೆಸನ್ ಕಲ್ತು ಇಂಡಿಯಾಗೆ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಬ್ರಾಟ್ ಪ್ರೈಡ್. ರಾಂಗ್? ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಬರೀರಿ. ಅದೇ ಕೊಹ್ಲಿ, ಅದೇ ಧೋನಿ, ಬೇಜಾರಾಗೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ? India has a lot many sports. Diversify your content. Am I making my point clear? You have to collect some very interesting examples. For example, let me tell you one thing. Okay. Yeah. Let us say you diversify your content by collecting examples like this. Like, let us say Charudatta Jadhav. Or in recent times, you might have come across this guy called as Nirmal Purja. Or ivrna NIMS die antanu kareeತಾರೆ. NIMS die. Okay. Look at the first one, Charudatta Jadhav. Now he was a person who was born in the state of Maharashtra, as far as I remember. Okay, which state? Maharashtra, as far as I remember. He had the usage of both of his eyes. But when he was growing up, because of certain medical issue, he started to lose vision in one of his eyes. When his poor parents took him to that particular hospital, they told, this issue is irreversible. Your son is going to lose both of his eyes. Eventually, you are coming from a poor family. Charudatta Jadhav is academically very smart, very strong. The moment your parents hear all of these things from the doctors, do you think Charudatta Jadhav felt happy or do you think he was heartbroken? Obviously, ನಮಗೂ ಬೇಜಾರಾಗುತ್ತಲ್ವಾ? ಒಂದು ಕಡೆ ಒಂದು ವಿಷನ್ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಚಾರುದತ್ತ ಜಾಧವ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಫೈರ್ ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು, ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತು. Even though his vision was reducing, he was studying very much. Am I making my point clear? Ultimately, he loses vision in both of his eyes. But he does not stop. Even though he was blind, he started to learn through that Braille system. You might have heard of this. Even though he was blind, he loved playing chess. So he has won medals for this country, blind chess ಅಲ್ಲಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ, ಎರಡು ಕಣ್ಣು ಇದ್ರೂ ನಂಗೆ ಚೆಸ್ ಆಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಒಂದ್ಸತಿ ಕಷ್ಟ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಕಣ್ಣು ಇಳ್ದೇನೆ ಚೆಸ್ ಆಡಿ ಅದರಲ್ಲೂ ಪ್ರೈಸಸ್ ಗೆದ್ದಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವರು. He learned coding, even though he was blind, he learned coding and things like this, and he managed to get a management position in your TCS, Tata Consultancy Services. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ಥರ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಏನೋ ಬಂದಾಗ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾರೆ. ನನ್ನ ಹಣೆ ಬರ ಇರೋದೇ ಹಿಂಗೆ. ಆಮ್ ಐ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ನಾನು ಹುಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಪೇರೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಈ ಥರ ಪೂವರ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಹಿಂಗೆ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ. ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾರೆ ತಾನೆ. ಚಾರುದತ್ತ ಜಾಧವ್ ಆ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಕ್ಯೂಸಸ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾರ ಅಥವಾ ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾರ? ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್ ಹುಡುಕ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ಯಾವತ್ತೂ ನೆನ್ಪಿಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ನ ಕಲೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಗೈಸ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಗೈಸ್ ನೇಮ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇನ್ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಇನ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಕಪಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಡೇಸ್. ಕೆನ್ ಯು ಟೆಲ್ ಮೀ ಹೂ ಇಸ್ ದಿಸ್ ಪರ್ಸನ್? ವೆನ್ ಐ ಕೇಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಸ್ ಡೆತ್, ಐ ವಾಸ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಸ್ಯಾಡ್. Is one of those few people who I truly admired in my life. I don't admire many people. This guy I really admired. Can you tell me why this guy was in news? ಏನಕ್ಕಿರ್ಬೋದು? ಶ್ರೀನಿಧಿ, any idea? Try. ಏಯ್, ಏನು KBC ಆಡ್ತಿದ್ಯಾ ಇಲ್ಲಿ? ಕಾನ್ ಬನೇಗ ಕರೋರ್ಪತಿ? ಹಿಂಟ್ ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ಯಲ್ಲಪ್ಪ? ಗೊತ್ತು ಇಲ್ಲ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಅದು ಬೇಕು. ಹಾಂ, ಅಷ್ಟೇ. How many of you read newspapers on a daily basis? ಪ್ರತಿ ದಿವಸ ಓದ್ತೀರಾ? ಸಾಹೇಬ್ರೆ, ಯಾರು ನಿರ್ಮಲ್ ಪೂಜಾ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ? ಓಕೆ, ಲೆಟ್ ಮಿ ಟೆಲ್ ಯು. ನಿರ್ಮಲ್ ಪೂಜಾ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ನೇಪಾಲಿ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್. ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ನೇಪಾಲಿ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್. ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಹರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಗೂರ್ಖಾ ರೆಜಿಮೆಂಟ್? ಹಾಂ, ಇವಾಗ ನೆನಪಾಯ್ತಾ? POK. ಪಾಕಿಸ್ತಾನ ಅಲ್ಲ, POK. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಅ ಡಿಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಆಲ್ ರೈಟ್. So Nirmal Purja was a British Nepali citizen. He is very good with mountaineering. He likes to trek. And if you look at our world, does it have very small mountain peaks or what some of the tallest mountain peaks? Tallest K2 Mount Everest, ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಕೇಳಿದಿರ ನೀವಲ್ವಾ? ಈ ಥರ ಮೌಂಟೇನ್ ಪೀಕ್ಸ್ನ ಹತ್ತಿದ್ದಾನೆ. He has trekked. And he has done trekking in some of the worst situation. ಇವಾಗ ನಾನು ನಾಳೆ ಮೌಂಟ್ ಎವರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅನ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ಸಮ್ಮರ್ ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ವಿಂಟರ್ ಸೀಸನಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತಾ? ಯಾವುದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋದರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ? ಈಸಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸಮ್ಮರಲ್ಲಿ ತಾನೆ. ಇವನು ವಿಂಟರಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲ ಹೋಗಿದ್ದಾನೆ. ಲೈಫ್ ಮೇ ತೂಫಾನಿ ಕರ್ನಾ ಹೈ ಬಟ್ ಇತ್ನಾ ತೂಫಾನಿ. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ? Nirmal Pooja has trekked some of the mountains in a very short span of time. If you go and check your Netflix, there is a documentary called as Project Possible. That's an initiative of Nirmal Purja. So through this project, he wanted to tell the common people, you have the ability, you have the talent, you have to start believing in yourself and you need to start acting. You have to act in a courageous manner. You have to be humble enough. You have to be dedicated enough. When you showcase all of these parameters, no force on this world can prevent you from winning. Am I making my point clear? I truly admire this fellow for what he did. He is a source of inspiration for millions of people, including me. Am I making my point clear? So when I say diversify your content, I am not asking you to read any extraordinary book. Nothing like that. I am just asking you to read your newspapers carefully. Whenever you come across any interesting content, maybe as an example, maybe as an argument, make a note of it in a separate essay book. That will help you. All of you following me? Come back guys, come back. Look into this. Develop a sense of originality. Now, most of the times when you're writing your answers for GS 1, 2, 3, 4, what do you usually do? You keep your notes in mind. You have a template, you have a blueprint, introduction should be like this, body should be like this, conclusion should be like this, and you just repeat it. Am I right or am I wrong? In essays, that is not the case. Essays, you have to be original. All of you following my point? Madam towards my right hand side. What's your name, madam? Red color. Bhavana. All right. Nodi Bhavana. Let us say I'm going to ask Bhavana a question. Best lessons are learned through what? Bitter experiences. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಎಸೆ ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಬಟ್ ಭಾವನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸರ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ನಾನು ಕಾಯ್ದು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಕಲಿಬೇಕಾ, ಅಥವಾ ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೋ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದರಿಂದನೂ ನಾನು ಕಲಿಬಹುದಾ? ಏನಂತೀರ ಭಾವನಾ ಕ್ವಶನ್ಗೆ? ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಲೆಸನಿಂದನೂ ಕಲಿಬೋದು ತಾನೆ. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬರೆಯೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ ಏನು ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ನೀವು ಶೇಕ್ಸ್ಪಿಯರ್ ಥರ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಿಲ್ಲ. ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಏನು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಒಬ್ಬ ಕಾಮನ್ ಮ್ಯಾನ್ ಥರ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗೋವರೆಗೂ ನಾನು ಕಾಯೋ ನೆಸೆಸಿಟಿ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರ ಲೈಫಿಂದ ಏನು ಬೆಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿದೆ ಅದರಿಂದ ನಾನು ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಕಲಿಬಹುದು ಅಲ್ಲ, ಕಲಿಬೇಕು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಈ ಥರ ಮೆಂಟ್ಯಾಲಿಟಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಬೆಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯೆನ್ಸಸ್ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ಭಾವನಾ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಇದನ್ನು ಕೇಳ್ಬೋದು, ಸರ್ ಬೆಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದರೆ ನಾವು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರೋ ಲೆಸನ್ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ, ಸ್ವೀಟ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯೆನ್ಸಿಂದ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿಯೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಸ್ವೀಟಿಂದ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿಬಾರ್ದು? ನೀವೇ ಹೇಳಿ. ಬರೀ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯೆನ್ಸಿಂದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ ಯೂಶಲಿ ನಾವು? ಒಂದು ಫೇಲಿಯರ್ ಅಂತ ಆದಾಗ, ರೈಟ್, madam is bringing her personal experiences here. I'm happy. That is what I care about. All right. Bitter experiences teaches you best lesson because that makes you face the hard reality. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸತಿ ನೀವು ಅಂದ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀರ, ನನ್ನ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ತಂದೆ ತಾಯಿ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಮತ್ತೊಬ್ರು ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತ. ಬಟ್ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಆದಾಗ ಯಾರು ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅಪ್ಪ ಅಮ್ಮನೂ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ವಾ ಸರ್? ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ಸಿಚುವೇಶನ್ಸ್ ವೇರ್ ಈವನ್ ದೇ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ನಾಟ್ ದೇರ್. ಯು ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಟು ಫೇಸ್ ದ ಬ್ಯಾಟಲ್ ಆಲ್ ಆನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಓನ್. ಇದು ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಕಂಡು. ನಿಜ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ನಮ್ಮ ತಲೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಡೀತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. The only way to come out of that bitter experience is to translate that into best lesson. If you do not translate it, as madam said, you will keep on remembering it. You will replay the trauma again and again. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯೆನ್ಸಿಂದ ನಾವು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಕಲಿತೀವಿ? ನಮ್ಮ ಈಗೋ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ಈಗೋ ನುಚ್ಚು ನೂರು ಆಗೋಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಈ ನುಚ್ಚು ನೂರಾಗಿರೋ ಈಗೋ, ಚಿತ್ರನ ಆಗಿರೋ ಈಗೋಯಿಂದ ಬದುಕೋಕ್ಕಾಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಬೇಕು ಹೇಳಿ ಅವಾಗ? You have to piece it back together. You have to make it strong. The only way to piece back all your ego is to become strong again. Am I making my point clear? ಈ ಥರ ಕ್ವಶನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಈ ಥರ ಯಾವಾಗ ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ ಅವಾಗ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾರ್ಯಾರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ ಅವರೆಲ್ಲ ಏನು ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಕಲ್ತರು, ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬರೆದ್ರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗುತ್ತೆ, ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಟ್ ಆವ್ರೇಜ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್. ಈ ಥರ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸ್ ನೀವು ಯಾವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ತರ್ತೀರಾ, ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾನ್ ಸ್ಕೋರ್ ವೆರಿ ವೆಲ್. ಆಮ್ ಐ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್? ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ಲರ್ನ್ ಥ್ರೂ ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಸ್ ಅದೇ ಇದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಗಲ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್? ಒಬ್ಬರು ಬಿಟ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೀರಿಯನ್ಸಿಂದ ಬೆಸ್ಟ್ ಲೆಸನ್ ಕಲಿತಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ಕರೇಜ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಕಲಿಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗೆಲ್ಲಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋ ಒಂದು ಹಂಗರ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ತಾನೇ. Do you think most of the people have this courage, passion and hunger, or do you think only few people have? ಈ ಥರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆವಾಗ ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ಆಮೇಲೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಲೈಫ್ಗೂ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಡಿ. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಅಸ್ ಇನ್ ಹಿಂದೂಯಿಸಮ್, ವೆನ್ ವಿ ಸೆಲೆಬ್ರೇಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಫೆಸ್ಟಿವಲ್ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಯುಗಾದಿ, ಯೂಶಲಿ ವಾಟ್ ಡು ವಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಇನ್ ಯುಗಾದಿ? ಯುವರ್ ಬೇವು ಬೆಲ್ಲ or ಎಳ್ಳು ಬೆಲ್ಲ? ಬೇವು ಬೆಲ್ಲ. ಬೇವು ಬೆಲ್ಲ, it is symbolic which says that life will have only sweet experiences or bitter experiences as well. Bitter experiences. You have to be open for both. You have to try to learn best lessons from all experiences, not just bitter. ಈ ಥರ ಕೌಂಟರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಬೋದು ತಾನೆ. ಒರಿಜಿನಾಲಿಟಿ ಬೇಕು. ಏನಾಗ್ತಿದೆ ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಈ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂತಂದರೆ, ಟಾಪರ್ಸ್ ಬರೆಯೋ ಆನ್ಸರ್ ಕಾಪೀಸ್ ಓದ್ತಾರೆ, ಒಂದು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ವೀಡಿಯೋಸ್ ನೋಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವ್ರ ಥರನೇ ಬರೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಮಿಮಿಕ್ರಿ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಕಟ್ ಕಾಪಿ ಪೇಸ್ಟ್, ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್-C ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್-V. ಈ ಥರ ನೀವು ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಬರೆಯೋಕ್ಕೆ ಹೋದರೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಸಿಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. 100, 107 ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಸ್ಟಕ್ ಆಗಿಬಿಡ್ತೀರಾ. ಆ ಥರ ಬೇಡ. ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಒನ್. I've told you this already. Newspaper value addition, YouTube channels. There are some good YouTube channels. I'm not talking about UPSC YouTube channels. Crash Course ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಬಿಗ್ ಥಿಂಕ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಇದೆ, ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಫಿಲಾಸಫಿ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನಲ್ ಇದೆ. ಇದನ್ನು ನೀವು ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಟ್ರೈ ಮಾಡಿ. ನಾಟ್ ಎವ್ರಿ ಡೇ, ವೆನೆವರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫ್ರೀ, you want to have some sort of a stress relief, watch YouTube channels like this and you might be getting some good value addition from these things. For example, I was watching one of these YouTube channels, just a second. Okay. I was watching one of these YouTube channels. I was reading a newspaper. I came across this topic called as gamification. I came across this topic called as what? Gamification. Any idea what this gamification is? All right, no.
Making a system as like game.
Making a system.
With some rules and awards.
Very good, very good. You are absolutely correct. Now you have heard most of these people who wear smart watches, how many number of steps do you think they want to walk on a day-to-day basis? 10,000 steps, am I right? So as your friend correctly pointed out, friend, if you walk 10,000 steps, you will get some award. You will get some badge. Am I right or am I wrong? When you're using Instagram, how do you measure the worth of your Instagram account? The number of friends you have, the number of likes you have. It is becoming like a game, am I right or am I wrong? Even your education app these days is like a game. Your fitness apps are like a game. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಮುಂಚೆ ಜನ ನಡಿಬೇಕಾರೆ ಆರಾಮಾಗಿ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗೋರು, ಇವಾಗ ನಡಿಬೇಕಾರೆ ಹಿಂಗೆ ನಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ನಡೆಯೋದು ಮಜಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ನಡಿಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ನಡೀತಿದ್ದೀರಾ, ಆ ಮಜಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಯಾರು ನಡೀತಿಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ. You're doing your educational things not for enjoying the process of education, because you're expecting some sort of a game rewards for it. So eventually what will you do? Will you enjoy each and every activities like walking, studying, or will it become more like a burdensome target? Burdensome target. Am I right or am I wrong? Simple. ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೇಮಿಫಿಕೇಶನ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಟ್ಟೆ ತಾನೆ. 2025 essay paper ತೆಗಿರಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು. 2025 essay paper ತೆಗಿರಿ. Tell me, in which 2025 essay paper can I apply this gamification concept? All right. Tell me, in which 2025 essay paper I can apply this? Not as a destination. That is what. So if you tell. Thought finds and creates one also. So if your thought is based on this gamification, the world that you will be creating for yourself will not be a positive word, a negative word. ಈ ಥರ ಬರಿಬೋದು, ಚಿಂತೆ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ವಾಪಸ್ ಬನ್ನಿ. When you're reading your GS 1, 2, 3 or 4, do you come across these concepts or is it quite rare? Very rare ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದೇ ನೀವು ಈ ಥರ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಡಿಷನ್ ಸೋರ್ಸಸ್ ಓದಿದಾಗ you will learn about these things. You will be able to apply it to your own life. You will also be able to apply it in your essays. That is what we are expecting from you. Am I making my point clear? As simple as this. All of you are following me. So this is about content. Many of the students who score 100 in their essay papers, why are they getting stuck to this? Because their content is way too much dominated by GS papers. There is no value addition, there is no originality, that's why they score less. I hope you don't do the same mistake. All of you following my point? Come back guys. Look into this one. Structuring your ideas. Most of the times people do not score well in their essays because they can't structure their ideas in a coherent manner. Coherent ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಈಸಿಯಾಗಿ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗಬೇಕು. ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? ನಾವು ದಿನ ಬೆಳಗ್ಗೆ ಎದ್ದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋದೇನು? ಲಂಚ, ಡಿನ್ನರ್ ಅಥವಾ ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಲಂಚ್ ಆದಮೇಲೆ ಡಿನ್ನರ್ ಮಾಡಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ನಾವು ಬ್ರೇಕ್ಫಾಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಹೋಗ್ತೀವ? ಇಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ. ಎಲ್ಲ ತಿಂದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ ತಾನೇ ನಾವು ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ತಿನ್ನೋದು, ಐಸ್ ಕ್ರೀಮ್ ಎಲ್ಲ. ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ ತಿಂದ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ ಹುಚ್ಚು ಹುಡುಗ ಅಂತಾರೆ ಅವನ್ನ. Whenever you are writing an essay, whatever ideas you have, 5 ideas, 10 ideas, it should be structured in a proper flow. ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಪೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಕಾಸ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ, ಮೂರನೇ ಪೇಜಲ್ಲಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಕಾಸ್ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಾ. ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋ ರೀತಿ ನನಗೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋ ರೀತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಏನೂ ಫ್ಲೋ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಏನೂ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಸಾರ್ಡಾಗಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ. ಈ ಥರ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಸಾರ್ಡಾಗಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ನಾನು ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? ಈ ಥರ ಹ್ಯಾಪಿಸಾರ್ಡಾಗಿ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡೋರಿಗೆ ಆಫೀಸರ್ ಹೇಗಾಗ್ತಾರೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? There are so many thoughts in your mind. You have to learn how to articulate those thoughts in a structured manner. If not, you are going to face trouble. Many of the UPSC aspirants, they can't structure their own thoughts by themselves. They always require a teacher in front of them to guide them. They always require ChatGPT or any other AI models to guide them. That is why many of them lose. Yes or no? Be careful here. Look into this. Move away from the usual template approach. I'll teach you what is template. Template ಅಂದರೆ ಒಂದು ರೀತಿಯ ಫಾರ್ಮುಲಾ ಕಂಟ್ರೋಲ್. A plus B the whole square ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು? A square plus B square plus 2AB. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ essay writing ಅಲ್ಲೂ when it comes to structuring the content, there are various formulas. Alright, formulas like temporal, different walks of life, pestle approach, ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಸೊಲ್ಯೂಷನ್ಸ್, ಡಿಬೇಟ್ಸ್, ಫೈರ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್, ಈ ಥರ ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದಿದೆ. ನಾನು ಆಸ್ಪಿರೆಂಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದಾಗ ಈ ಟೆಂಪ್ಲೇಟ್ ಅಪ್ರೋಚ್ನ ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡೋರು, ಇವಾಗ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಕೊಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದನ್ನು ಯೂಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಆಗಿರಿ. ಅದೇನು ಅಂತ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ಕೊಡ್ತೀನಿ ಆಮೇಲೆ, ಬಟ್ ಬಿ ಕೇರ್ಫುಲ್ ಹಿಯರ್. ಲುಕ್ ಅಟ್ ದಿ ಅದರ್ ಒನ್. ಕಾನ್ಷಿಯಸ್ಲಿ ಇಂಪ್ಲಿಮೆಂಟ್ ಆಫನ್ ನೆಗ್ಲೆಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಎಸ್ಸೇ ಲೈಕ್ ಫ್ಲೋ, ಕೊಹರೆನ್ಸ್, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್, ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್. Right? What are all of these minute details of essay? I will teach you. Tell me, essay writing, is it all only about content, or is it how you present it? How you present it. So ಆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟೇಷನಲ್ಲಿ ನಿಮಗೆ ಫ್ಲೋನೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಕೊಹರೆನ್ಸು, ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಿಷನ್ನು, ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವ್ಸ್ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ. ಏನಿದು ನಾಲ್ಕಿದು ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟು ಅದನ್ನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಮೇಲೆ ಹೇಳ್ತೀನಿ. Why is it that many people are scoring less in their UPSC essays? These things are missing. Look at the next one. Read more. ಅದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು ಅಥವಾ ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ನಾನ್ ಫಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಆನ್ ಅ ಡೇ ಟು ಡೇ ಬೇಸಿಸ್ ಅದನ್ನು ಓದೋದನ್ನು ಕಲೀರಿ. ಪೂರ್ತಿ ಬುಕ್ನ ಒಂದೇ ದಿವಸದಲ್ಲಿ ಮುಗಿಸ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತೇನಿಲ್ಲ. ದಿನಕ್ಕೊಂದು 5 ಪೇಜ್ ಓದಿದ್ರೂ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿರುತ್ತೆ. ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಪೇಪರ್ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ಓದಿ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? Look at the other one. Remember, don't complicate the essay in order to mimic anyone. Keep it simple. I think I have repeated this one. Many people read essays of toppers and they want to write exactly like toppers. You will not get marks. You need to find your own originality, your own uniqueness here. All of you following me? Look into this one. I've explained to you why most of the people, even though they are very smart, very talented, they end up scoring less. Artha agtide tane? What are the reasons? First, they don't know about themes. The second one, they can't structure their essay properly. The third one, their content quality, is it on the higher side or is it on the weaker side? Weaker side. ಅದಕ್ಕೋಸ್ಕರ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಸೊ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀವಿ ನಮ್ಮ ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಡಿಸ್ಕಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇವತ್ತು, ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಫೋಕಸ್ ಆನ್ ಹೌ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದಿ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಫಾರ್ ಅನ್ ಎಸ್ಸೆ, ಹೌ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಸ್ಸೆ, ಹೌ ಟು ರೈಟ್ ದ ಕನ್ಕ್ಲೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಸ್ಸೆ. Am I making my point clear? Once we have understood this thing, we will be discussing some more essay topics in detail. All of you are following me? Look at the first one. Basics of essay writing. How many parts does essay have? 3 parts. You know the 3 parts. What is the first part? Introduction. What is the second part? Body. What is the last part? Conclusion. Look into this thing here. Okay. What should be your introduction like? How should it be? It should be simple. It should be engaging. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಯುವರ್ ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಇಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಇಸ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್. ತುಂಬ ಬೋರಿಂಗ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು, ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಕಿಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಏನು ಇಲ್ಲವೇ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಯಾರು ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟೇ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿ ಎಸ್ಸೆಗೆ. ಅಲ್ಲೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಹೊಟ್ಟೋಗುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ನಿಮಗೆ ಪಲ್ಕಿ ಶರ್ಮಾ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬರು ಜರ್ನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಇದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ವೈ ವಾಸ್ ಶಿ ಫೇಮಸ್ ಇನ್ ಆರ್ ಕಂಟ್ರಿ? ಅವ್ರು ಮಾತಾಡೋ ರೀತಿ ಬೇರೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಜರ್ನಲಿಸ್ಟ್ ಥರ ಇತ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಬೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು? ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಡಮ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ಬೋಲ್ಡ್ ಆಗಿತ್ತು. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅವ್ರ ಜರ್ನಲಿಸಮಲ್ಲಿ? ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಏನೋ ಒಂಥರ ಜೋಕ್ ಮಾಡೋರು, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕೊಡೋರು ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಇಶ್ಯೂ ಬಗ್ಗೆ, ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡೋರು. ಅದನ್ನು ಮಾತಾಡಾದಮೇಲೆ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ನ್ಯೂಸ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ತಾನೇ. ಸೊ ಹೌ ಯು ಕ್ಯಾಪ್ಚರ್ ದಿ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಅಟೆನ್ಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ರೀಡರ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ಸ್ ಅ ಲಾಟ್. If you do not have this ability, you will not be able to score very high marks in essay. You will end up scoring average. All of you following me? Look at the other one. Be aware of all the components to an introduction. Many of the people think introduction is just telling a story related to that essay topic. All right? That's not the only component. An introduction will have 3 components. Let me explain those 3 components just a second. Let me explain those 3 components. The 3 components are hook, background information, and then thesis. So you have hook, you have background information, and what do you have next? Thesis. All right, 3 components are there. Many of the times, students who score average and less than average, they focus only on this thing. That is why they lose. What is the hook? Hook is nothing but an engaging part of the introduction which captures the essence of that particular essay topic. Artha agtide tane? Let us say I'm going to write an essay topic here. Courage to accept and dedication to improve are 2 keys to success. Let us say this is the essay topic that they have given to you in UPSC itself. It's a UPSC essay topic. Can you tell me any story that we have read in the recent times in this class whose story, real story, I can use in my hook? Any real stories that we have learned today in this class? Nirmal Purja, we call him as Nim's Dai, or we can also talk about Charudatta Jadhav. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನೇ ಬರೀತಾರೆ ನಿರ್ಮಲ್ ಪೂರ್ಜಾ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಅದು ಹುಕ್ ಆಯಿತು. Nirmal Purja, a British Nepali citizen, is known for trekking many of the high mountain peaks in this world in difficult situations. He is a source of inspiration for many. He recently passed away because of a tragic accident while he was trying to trek a mountain peak in Pakistan occupied Kashmir. ಇಷ್ಟೇ ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಓದೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ, ಬಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಆ ಸ್ಟೋರಿನ ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ಗೆ ಕನೆಕ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿಲ್ಲ ತಾನೆ. When I connect the essay topic to the hook that I am writing, that is when it is perfect. Am I making my point clear? Life is rarely easy. It has challenges. Full stop. We're not perfect, comma. We have our own weaknesses. Full stop. But only few of them showcase the courage to accept their weaknesses, their imperfections, showcase the dedication required to achieve the success in their life. Full stop. To illustrate this point, a great example would be Nirmal Purja, a British Nepali citizen who is known for his Netflix documentary called as Project Possible. He showcased the courage to accept whatever challenges were there in front of him to trek the mountain. He worked tirelessly in a dedicated manner to overcome all the challenges in his way. It is this type of courage and dedication that we need to inculcate in our life so that we succeed in whatever our mind dreams about. ಈ ಥರ ಬರೆದಾಗ ನಾನೇನು ಹುಕ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರ್ತೀನಲ್ಲ ಅದನ್ನು ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಟಾಪಿಗೆ ಕರೆಕ್ಟಾಗಿ ಜಾಯಿನ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದೀನಾ ಅಥವಾ ಅದು ವೀಕ್ ಇದೆಯಲ್ಲ? ಸ್ಟ್ರಾಂಗ್ ಇದೆ ತಾನೆ? ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ವಾಟ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪೆಕ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಯು. Many of the students, they just tell me the hook, they just tell me the story, they do not tell me the background information. That is why they do not get more marks. That is why they get less marks. Am I making my point clear? Do you think introduction has only these two components, or does it have another one? It has another one. We call that as what? Thesis. I will be sending across notes for all of these things. If you're making running notes while listening to me, God bless you all. In case if you're not making, I'll be sending some handouts, but as much as possible, make some running notes, guys. So when I talk about thesis, thesis is the last component of the introduction. And in this last component, you have two more subcomponents. What are these two more subcomponents? First one is a trailer. First one is what? It's a trailer. Second one is an opinion. Second one is what? An opinion. Am I making my point clear? So how will I write the thesis? In the upcoming paragraphs of the essay, I will discuss how to inculcate this courage, showcase our dedication not only in words but in actions. Full stop. ಅದು ಟ್ರೇಲರ್ ಆಯಿತು. ಒಂದು ಟೀಸರ್ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ನೀವು ಮುಂದೆ ಏನು ಬರೀತೀರೋ ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಆ ಟ್ರೇಲರು ಟೀಸರ್ ಜೊತೆ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಐ ಫರ್ಮ್ಲಿ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಕರೇಜ್, ಅಲಾಂಗ್ ವಿತ್ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್, one requires integrity, love, passion and many such values that I will discuss. ಇದು ನನ್ನ ಒಪಿನಿಯನ್ ಆ ಎಸ್ಸೆ ಟಾಪಿಕ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಯಾವಾಗ ಈ ಮೂರು ಕಾಂಪೊನೆಂಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನಲ್ಲಿ ಇರುತ್ತೋ, ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ಗೆ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಪಾಸಿಬಲ್ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ನೀವು 3 ಪೇಜು 4 ಪೇಜ್ ಬರೀತೀರ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಎಸ್ಸೆಯಲ್ಲಿ, ಅಥವಾ ಕಡಿಮೆ ಇರಬೇಕಾ? 2 ಪೇಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್ ಇರಬೇಕು, ಅದಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಅಲ್ಲ. 2 ಪೇಜ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಸಿಮಮ್. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ದೇ ಗೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾರಿಡ್ ಅವೇ ಬೈ ದ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್, ಸೊ ದೇ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ ವೇ ಟು ಮಚ್. ಡೋಂಟ್ ಡೂ ದ್ಯಾಟ್. ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ದಟ್ ಯುವರ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಆರ್ ವೆರಿ ಪ್ರಿಸೈಸ್. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ? ಐ ಆಮ್ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. Make sure that your introduction not only has hook but it also has other parameters. Am I making my point clear? All of you. Simple enough. Did you understand? Come back. Now why is it that many people score 100 or less than 100? Even rank holders are scoring so much. I'll tell you. Let us say someone writes hook. They write background information as well. They also write thesis. 7 out of 10 times, I find people writing their hook based on anecdote. What is anecdote? A real life story. If not anecdote, what they do is they write their introduction based on imaginary story. Imaginary, is it something which is rooted in reality, ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಬರೀತಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ನಿಮ್ಮ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನೇಷನ್, ಒನ್ಸ್ ಅಪಾನ್ ಅ ಟೈಮ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಕಿಂಗ್, ಈ ಥರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ ತಾನೇ ನಾವು. ಅದು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ದೇರ್ ಆರ್ ಸಮ್ ರ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಹೋಲ್ಡರ್ಸ್ ಹೂ ಟೆಂಡ್ ಟು ಯೂಸ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಸ್ಟೋರೀಸ್ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಯಥಾ ರಾಜ ತಥಾ ಪ್ರಜಾ. ದ ಇನ್ವರ್ಸ್ ಇಸ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಟ್ರೂ. ಯಥಾ ಪ್ರಜಾ ತಥಾ ರಾಜ. One day what happens, I'm telling you an imaginary story. One day what happens, let us say I'm the king. I want to test the ethical character of my citizens. So I tell all my citizens, tomorrow you please get me a cup of milk. All right? Cup of milk. I'll take that cup of milk and I will pour it into a well. Now tell me, milk, is it a precious commodity or not a precious commodity? Precious one. When the citizens heard about this, they got irritated. All right, I think my king has gone mad. All of you are following me. So what does he do? So the people, what do? King has given this assignment. The people, what they do is, instead of getting one whole glass of milk, they dilute that with what? Water. The person thinks, I will be diluting it with water, the other person will not be doing it. They will get proper water, one glass of pure water. Pure milk. The day comes, everyone has gathered, everyone has that 1 cup of milk. When all of them pour that milk into the well, when the king looks down at the well, do you think he sees milk or do you think he sees water? ಬರೀ ನೀರು. ನಾನು ಒಬ್ಬನೇ ನೀರಿಂದ ಇದು ಮಾಡಿರಲಿಲ್ಲ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನೀರು ಹಾಕಿದ್ರು. ಸೊ ಕಿಂಗ್ ನೋಡಿದಾಗ ಏನು ಸಿಕ್ತು ಅಲ್ಲಿ? ಬರೀ ನೀರೇ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದ್ದು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಯಥಾ ಪ್ರಜಾ ತಥಾ ರಾಜ. All of you following me? So for this essay topic, let us say, I gave you an imaginary story like this. 7 out of 10 times, daily, guys, I evaluate a minimum of 5 to 10 essays, minimum. Some of them are people who will be writing mains next time around. Some people will be writing mains this time around. 7 out of 10 times, it is only this anecdote or imaginary story. Idin bitti kuda, there are various ways in which you can give your introduction. There are various ways. For example, you have book reference, you have movie references, you have psychology, you have philosophy, you have contextual, you have rhetorical as well. It continues like this. Okay, I will be explaining to you not only an anecdote based hook, imaginary based hook, but other things as well. So you will understand. Next time when you write an essay, let's ensure that only anecdote based introductions are not given. You can diversify your content. Am I making my point clear? Did you understand how to write an introduction? How many components it has? Okay. Okay, let me teach you how to go about giving the introduction to an essay. Let me teach you that now. Okay, look into this one. Okay, introduction based on anecdote. The guy that you see in the background, his name is none other than Nirmal Purja. We have discussed this. This is anecdote. Let us say courage to accept, dedication to improve. If not Nirmal Purja, if not your Charudatta Jadhav, can you give me any other real stories? Anecdote based real stories that I can use for this essay topic. Courage to accept and dedication to improve. Try. Nimge para athlete andre kelidira? There is this very young para athlete that we have in our country. She has no hands, but she has won medals for our country. What is the name of this para athlete? Sheetal Devi anta oblidaale. ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಳು ಪಾಯಲ್ ನಾಗ್ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ಬಳಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ಇವ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಬರೀಬಹುದು. ನಿಮಗೆ ಈ ಥರ ಪ್ಯಾರಾ ಅಥ್ಲೀಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಕರೇಜ್ ಟು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಆರ್ 2 keys ಟು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್. ನಾನು ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ಯಾವುದಾದ್ರು ರಿಯಲ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ಮೇಡಮ್ ರೇಣುಕಾ ಅಲ್ವಾ ನೀವು? ಎಸ್. ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಗೊತ್ತಾ? ಕರೇಜ್ ಟು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್, ಫಿಸಿಕಲ್ ಇಂಪರ್ಫೆಕ್ಷನ್ನ ಓವರ್ಕಮ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಆ ಥರ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು? ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಹರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದಿಸ್ ಲೇಡಿ called as Helen Keller? Helen Keller ಯಾವ ರೀತಿ ಇರ್ತಾರೆ? She is blind, she is deaf and she only selectively speaks. Am I right or am I wrong? This Helen Keller showcased the courage to accept her blindness, to accept her deafness, to accept being dumb or mute, and still worked very hard to become a writer, to become a teacher as well. Am I right or am I wrong? ಈ ಥರ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಕೊಡಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ಸ್ ಗೊತ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಹೇಳಿ ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು. ಯಾರಪ್ಪ? ಅಷ್ಟವಕ್ರ ಮುನಿ. ಓಕೆ, ಗುಡ್. ಅದನ್ನು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ GS ಪೇಪರ್ಸ್ ಓದ್ತಿರ್ತೀರ, ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ಅನ್ನೋ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟ್ ಓದ್ತೀರಾ. ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ಟೈಮ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದೇರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಅ ಸೆಷನ್ ಟೇಕನ್ ಬೈ ಪ್ರದೀಪ್ ಸರ್ ಆನ್ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ, ಇಫ್ ಐ ಆಮ್ ನಾಟ್ ರಾಂಗ್. ಎಸ್. ಸೊ ಇವಾಗ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಲಿ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಎನಿ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಹೂ ಶೋಕೇಸ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪ್ಲರಿ ಕರೇಜ್ ಟು ಅಕ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ದ ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಇನ್ ಫ್ರಂಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಹಿಮ್, ಶೋಕೇಸ್ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ದೇರ್ ಲೈಫ್? ಆ ಥರ ಪರ್ಸ್ನಾಲಿಟಿ ಅಥವಾ ಆ ಥರ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಈವೆಂಟ್ ಇತ್ತಾ? ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ರೆವಲ್ಯೂಷನರೀಸ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಅದಾಯಿತು. ಅದಾದಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ಯಾರು ಇದ್ದಾರಾ? ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಯಾರು ಇಲ್ವಾ? ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸೊಬೀಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಮೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ನಮ್ಮ ದೇಶದಲ್ಲಿ, ನೆನಪಿದೆಯಾ? ಆಗಿದೆಯಾ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿ ನಿಮಗೆ? ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಸಿವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸೊಬೀಡಿಯನ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ. ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಈ ಸಾಲ್ಟ್ ಮ್ಯಾನುಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಚರಿಂಗ್ ಇಂಡಸ್ಟ್ರಿಯಲ್ ಪ್ಲಾಂಟ್ಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ, ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಪಿಕೆಟ್ ಇಟ್, ವಿ ಟ್ರೈ ಟು ಎಂಟರ್ ಇಟ್. So in front of the gates, all of these British officers and British soldiers were there. In their hands there were lathis. Indian freedom fighters, they were standing a little bit behind. There were 5 rows. Row A of freedom fighters, row B, row C, row D, row E. The row A people will try to enter the factory. What will the British soldiers do? Will they allow them to enter or will they beat them? Beat them left, right and center. ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓಡಿಸ್ಕೊತಾರೆ ರೋ ಎ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ರೋ ಬಿ ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ, ಅವರು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿ ಓಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂತಾರೆ. ರೋ ಸಿ, ರೋ ಡಿ, ರೋ ಇ. ರೋ ಇ ಬರೋಷ್ಟರಲ್ಲಿ ಈ ರೋ ಅವ್ರು ಓಡಿಸ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತಾರಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಬ್ಯಾಂಡೇಜ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಏನೋ ಮಾಡಿ, ನಮ್ಮ ಲೇಡಿ ಫ್ರೀಡಮ್ ಫೈಟರ್ಸ್ ಇದ್ರಲ್ಲ ಆ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಮಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿರ್ತಾರೆ. ಇದು ಕರೇಜ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಚಾಲೆಂಜಸ್ ಇದ್ರೂ ವಿ ಶೋಕೇಸ್ ದ ಕರೇಜ್ ಟು ಫೈಟ್ ಬ್ರಿಟಿಷ್ ಇಂಪೀರಿಯಲಿಸಮ್ ಥ್ರೂ ನಾನ್ ವೈಲೆನ್ಸ್. We showcase dedication to stick to this non-violence, to stick to this truth. It was this courage, it was this dedication that eventually made us win independence. Am I right or am I wrong? ಇದೇ ರೀತಿ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಮಾಡರ್ನ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಹಿಸ್ಟ್ರಿಲಿ ಅಥವಾ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಪಾಲಿಟಿಲಿ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ಆಗಿರಲಿ, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಕಮ್ ಅಕ್ರಾಸ್ ಎನಿ ಪರ್ಸನಾಲಿಟಿ ಹೂ ಶೋಕೇಸ್ಡ್ ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಲರಿ ಕರೇಜ್, ಎಕ್ಸೆಂಪ್ಲರಿ ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ಟು ಅಚೀವ್ ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಇನ್ ಲೈಫ್? ಡಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಬಿ ಆರ್ ಅಂಬೇಡ್ಕರ್, ಎಸ್. ಮಹಾತ್ಮ ಗಾಂಧಿ, ಎಸ್. ಇವರಿಬ್ಬರನ್ನ ಬಿಟ್ಟು, ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಯು ಹರ್ಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಅ ಲೇಡಿ ಕಾಲ್ಡ್ ಎಸ್ ಸಾವಿತ್ರಿಬಾಯಿ ಫೂಲೆ? ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ ವಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅ ಬೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರೋಸಸ್ ಆರ್ ವಾಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಅ ಬೆಡ್ ಆಫ್ ಥಾರ್ನ್ಸ್? Bed of thorns. But she showcased exemplary courage to accept the reality, the challenges in her life. She showcased dedication to improve. ಅವ್ರು ಯಾವಾಗ ಅವ್ರ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ಗೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಿದ್ರಲ್ಲ, ಬ್ಯಾಗಲ್ಲಿ 2 ಕ್ಲೋತ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊತಿದ್ರು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? She had a set of clothes with her all the time because when she was walking on the road, people used to hit her with tomato and all of these things. Her sari used to get tarnished, damaged. So she used to go to the school, change her sari and then start teaching her. Am I making my point clear? ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಎಷ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೂ ನೆನ್ಪಿಡ್ಕೊತಾರೆ ಜನ. ಅಷ್ಟು ಕರೇಜ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು, ಅಷ್ಟು ಡೆಡಿಕೇಶನ್ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ರು. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅವ್ರು ಸಕ್ಸಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ಅಚೀವ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವ್ರ ಲೈಫ್ ಇಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನಕ್ಕೆ ಸೋರ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಇನ್ಸ್ಪಿರೇಷನ್ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಈ ಥರ ನೀವು ರಿಯಲ್ ಸ್ಟೋರೀಸ್ ಕೊಟ್ಟರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವೇನಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ? ಇಂಟ್ರೊಡಕ್ಷನ್ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ಆನ್ anecdote. Do you think this is the only way I can give introduction or there are other ways? There are other ways. All right. See, I am a person who has wide interest. All right, ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ಆಲ್ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ 2.5 ಗಂಟೆ ಆಯಿತು ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂತಿ. ನಿಮಗೆ ಬೇರೆಯವರು ಹೇಗೆ ಪಾಠ ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ ಗೊತ್ತಿಲ್ಲ, ಬ್ರೇಕ್ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಕೊಡ್ತಾರಾ 2.5 ಅವರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ? ರೈಟ್? I usually don't do that. For me, at a stretch I finish. That might be a little bit irritating for you, but ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ patience ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡರ್ಕೆ ಆಗಿ ಜೀತೆ. I like reading a lot, especially mythology, not just Hindu mythology, Greek mythology, ಈ ಥರ ಎಲ್ಲ ಓದೋಕ್ಕೆ ತುಂಬ ಆಸೆ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಥರದೊಂದು ಮಿಥಾಲಜಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಬರುತ್ತೆ. ದ ನೇಮ್ ಆಫ್ ದಟ್ ಫೆಲೋ ಇಸ್ ಇಕರಸ್. ಏನೋ ಅವನ ಹೆಸರು? ಇಕರಸ್. ICARUS, ಇಕರಸ್ ಅಂತ. Now this Icarus, he makes wings out of wax. Wax ಅಂದರೆ ಗೊತ್ತು ಅಲ್ವಾ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕ್ಯಾಂಡಲ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ಇರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ. He makes wings out of wax. He wants to fly like a bird. Because of this wings which he has made using wax, he is able to fly. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋಗ್ತಾನೆ. ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೋದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಇನ್ನೇನು ಅನ್ಸುತ್ತೆ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಮೇಲೆ. He goes very close to sun. When he goes very close to sun, what happens to his wings? It melts. Because what is it made up of? It is made up of wax. It melts. ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಟೋರಿ ಏನಿದೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಆಂಬಿಷನ್ ಇರಬೇಕು ಲೈಫಲ್ಲಿ, ಬಟ್ ಆಂಬಿಷನ್ಗೂ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ನನಗೂ ಗೊತ್ತು, 2.5 ಗಂಟೆ ನಮ್ಮ ಸ್ಟೂಡೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಕೂರ್ತಾರೆ. 2.5 ಗಂಟೆ ಆದಮೇಲೆ 1 ನಿಮಿಷನೂ ಅವ್ರು ಕೂರೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಅದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ 1 ನಿಮಿಷ ನಾನು ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಕೂರಿಸ್ಬಾರ್ದು. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ, listen to me. Ambition is good, but obsessive ambition is bad. Am I right or am I wrong? So even when you are preparing for UPSC, my advice to all my students across any institution that I've taught, prepare for 8 to 10 hours on a day-to-day basis as much as you should. All right? Don't do more than that. Because the more you do, the more you are going to suffer. Okay, your health will be compromised. Take it from me, speaking from personal experiences. All right? Blind ambition is wrong. Thought finds and creates a world. The thought that you have in your mind, it should be based on reality or it should be based on unsustainable desires. Reality. ಈ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಬೇಸ್ಡ್ ನಿಮಗೆ ಥಾಟ್ಸ್ ಇರಲಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ದ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್ ದಟ್ ಯು ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿಂಗ್ ಫಾರ್ ಯುವರ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್, ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಅ ವೆರಿ ಪೇನ್ಫುಲ್ ವರ್ಲ್ಡ್. Am I right or am I wrong? Simple. Did you understand this? This is what we call as introduction based on an imaginary story. All of you following me? ಈ ಥರ ನೀವು ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಸ್ಟೋರೀಸ್ ನೀವೇ ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೋದು. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಇಮ್ಯಾಜಿನರಿ ಸ್ಟೋರೀಸ್ ಯು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟ್, ಶುಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಲಾಂಗ್ ಆರ್ ಶುಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಬಿ ವೆರಿ ಸ್ಮಾಲ್? It should be very small. Should it have so many characters or simple characters? Simple characters. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? Let me give you one more imaginary story. Truth knows no color ಅಂತ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. When have they asked this topic? 2025. Very good, madam. 2025. ಇವಾಗ ಒಂದು ರೌಂಡ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಿದೆ. I have a dream. In that dream, there is a round table conference going on. On one side, you have Albert Einstein. ಆಲ್ಬರ್ಟ್ ಐನ್ಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ? ರಿಲೇಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು, ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಅದು ಬರೀ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ, ಎಥಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಟ್ರೂತಲ್ಲಿ ಅಪ್ಲೈ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಟ್ರೂತ್ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಒಂದೇನೆ, ಅದು ಯಾರು ಆಗಿರಲಿ ಅವ್ರಿಗೆ ಒಂದೇನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಯಾರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ? ಐನ್ಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ. ಆನ್ ಆಪೋಸಿಟ್ ಸೈಡ್ ಇನ್ನೊಬ್ಬ ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ, ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಯಾವೆಲಿ ಅನ್ನೋನು. ಮ್ಯಾಕ್ಯಾವೆಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ನೋಡು ಗುರು, ಯೋರ್ ಟ್ರೂತ್ is based on your cultural upbringing. ನನ್ನ ಟ್ರೂತು ನನ್ನ ಅಪ್ಬ್ರಿಂಗಿಂಗ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. As far as the universal truth is concerned, there is no concept like universal truth. Einstein ಮತ್ತು Machiavelli, both of them had similar notions, or was it different? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಸೊ ರೌಂಡ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಐನ್ಸ್ಟೈನ್ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ಟ್ರೂತ್ ನೋಸ್ ನೋ ಕಲರ್, ಎಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಒಂದೇನೆ ಅದು. ಮ್ಯಾಕಿವೆಲಿ ಏನು ಹೇಳ್ತಾನೆ? ಆ ಥರ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ನಿನಗೇನು ಸತ್ಯ ಅಂತ ಅನಿಸಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಯಾರಿಗೂ ಸುಳ್ಳು ಅನಿಸಿರ್ಬೋದು. ಅದು ನಮ್ಮ ಮೇಕಿಂಗ್ ಮೈ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್. ಈ ರೌಂಡ್ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಕಾನ್ಫರೆನ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ಇರ್ತೀರಾ, ನಿಮ್ದೇನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟು? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ನೀವು ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಟೈಮಲ್ಲಿ ಎಚ್ಚರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ಬಿಡುತ್ತೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ದೆನ್ ಯು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಥಿಂಕಿಂಗ್ ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದಿ ಆ್ಯಕ್ಚುಯಲ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟ್ರೂತ್. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಐ ಟೋಲ್ಡ್ ಯು ಆಸ್ ಆಫ್ ನೌ, ಜಸ್ಟ್ ನೌ, is it based on a real story or is it an imaginary story that I've created? Imaginary story. Is it a very long imaginary story or was it simple? Did it have many characters or only 3 characters? Was it based on the essence of the topic? That is what I'm asking. Sometimes my students, they get carried away and they write very long imaginary stories. Don't do that. All of you are following me? Did you understand this way of writing? 7 out of 10 times, this is how my students write their introduction, either anecdote or imaginary story. All of you following me? Idu nodi. This is an introduction based on a book reference. So, ನೀವು ಗಾಂಧಿ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ? Do you like Gandhi? No. Whether you like him or dislike him, that's your opinion. I'm not going to change it. Gandhi, he was inspired by many people. Who were these people? Leo Tolstoy. So many people, they do not know the works of Leo Tolstoy. ಏನೇ ಮಾತಿಗೆ ಬಂದ ತಕ್ಷಣ ವಾರ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪೀಸ್ ಅಂತ ಅಂತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ಸ್ ಅ ಗ್ರೇಟ್ ಬುಕ್. ಬಟ್ ನೀವು ಗಾಂಧಿ ಅವ್ರದ್ದು ಲೈಫ್ ಓದಿದ್ರೆ, ಲಿಯೋ ಟಾಲ್ಸ್ಟಾಯ್ ಜೊತೆ ಅವರು ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊತಾರೆ. ಕರೆಸ್ಪಾಂಡೆನ್ಸ್ ಅಂದರೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳಿ? ಲೆಟರ್ ಬರೆಯೋದು, ಫ್ರೆಂಡ್ಶಿಪ್ ಮೇಂಟೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋದು. ಒನ್ ಬುಕ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಿಯೋ ಟಾಲ್ಸ್ಟಾಯ್ ದಟ್ ಅಪೀಲ್ ಟು ಗಾಂಧಿ ವೆರಿ ಮಚ್ ವಾಸ್ The Kingdom of God is within you. It's a book written by Leo Tolstoy. All of you following me? The Kingdom of God is within you. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಸತಿ ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ನಮಗೆ ಗಾಡ್ ಬೇಕು, ಡಿವಿನಿಟಿ ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಥವಾ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ನಮ್ಮ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತಿರುತ್ತೆ, ಇನ್ನರ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಗಲ್ ಏನಿರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನೋಡ್ತಿರ್ತೀವ. ವೇರ್ ಡು ವಿ ಸರ್ಚ್ ಫಾರ್ ಗಾಡ್? ಎಕ್ಸ್ಟರ್ನಲಿ ಆರ್ ಇಂಟರ್ನಲಿ? ಜನರಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್. ವೆರಿ ಗುಡ್. The kingdom of God is within you. Search for the answers within you. All right? If you find this God within you, you will understand that God does not discriminate. God is same for all humanity. This book moved Gandhi so much, it became a source of inspiration for him in his life. All of you following me? The kingdom of God is within you. Imagine I am able to find truth like this. Imagine my thoughts are based on this humanity type of notion. What type of world will I be creating? A world where humanity is worshipped or a world where humanity is destroyed? ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಇಷ್ಟೇ. ಎಷ್ಟೊಂದು ಜನ ಬುಕ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸೇ ಬರೆಯೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಇವಾಗ. ಏನಕ್ಕೆ ಹೇಳಿ? ಬುಕ್ ಓದೋದೇ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ನೇನಿದೆ, ಅದೇ ಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಲಕ್ಷ್ಮೀಕಾಂತ್. ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಓದಾದ್ಮೇಲೆ 2026 ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಗೊತ್ತಾಯ್ತಲ್ಲ ಎಷ್ಟು ಬಂದಿತ್ತು ಪಾಲಿಟಿ ಕ್ವಶನ್ನು? ಕಡಿಮೆ ತಾನೆ. ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ಎಕ್ಸ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಮಿಸ್ಟರ್ ವೈ ಅಂತ ನಾವು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ರು ಅಲ್ಲಿ, ಇಫ್ ಐ ರಿಮೆಂಬರ್ ಕರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ. ಕೊಟ್ಟೆನಪ್ಪ ಈ ಸತಿ ಪ್ರಿಲಿಮ್ಸು? ಕೊಟ್ಟಿಲ್ವಾ? ಬಿ ದಟ್ ಆಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಮೇ. ಲಿಸನ್ ಟು ಮೀ ಗೈಸ್. ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್? ಬುಕ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್. ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಬುಕ್ ಓದಿದ್ದೀರಾ ನೀವು? ನಾನ್ UPSC ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ರೀಸೆಂಟ್ಲಿ ಓದೋ ಅಭ್ಯಾಸ ಏನಾದ್ರು ಇದೆಯಾ? ಶ್ರೀನಿಧಿ ಯಾವ್ದು ಓದಿದ್ದಪ್ಪ? ಓಕೆ, ಅದು ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಎಷ್ಟು. ಒನ್ ಮೋರ್ ಥಿಂಗ್, ವೆನ್ ಎವರ್ ಯು ಆರ್ ರೈಟಿಂಗ್ ಬುಕ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸಸ್, ಮೇಕ್ ಶೋರ್ ಯು ರೈಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ವಿಚ್ ಆರ್ ಕ್ವೈಟ್ ಇಂಟ್ರೆಸ್ಟಿಂಗ್. ಮೋಸ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಟೈಮ್ಸ್ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಸರ್ ಹೇಳ್ದಂಗೆ ವಿಂಗ್ಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಫೈರ್ ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ದ ಮಾಂಕ್ ಹೂ ಸೋಲ್ಡ್ ಇಸ್ ಫೆರಾರಿ ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಇಕ್ಕಿಗಾಯ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೆದಿರ್ತಾರೆ, ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಹ್ಯಾಬಿಟ್ಸ್ ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರೀತಾರೆ. ಇವೆಲ್ಲ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಬುಕ್ಸು. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ? ನಮಗೆ ಬೇಕಾಗಿರೋದು ಯಾವುದು ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಅನಾಲಿಟಿಕಲ್ ಬುಕ್ ಇರಬೇಕು. ಅಮರ್ತ್ಯ ಸೇನ್ ಅಂತ ಒಬ್ರು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ಅವರೆಷ್ಟು ಕೇಳಿದ್ದೀರಾ? ಯಾವ ಡೊಮೇನಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೋ ಅವರು? ಯಾವ ಸಬ್ಜೆಕ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ? ಎಕನಾಮಿಕ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಬರ್ತಾರೆ. ಅವರೊಂದು ಬುಕ್ ಬರ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ, ತುಂಬ ಸಗದಾಗಿದೆ, ಆರ್ಗ್ಯುಮೆಂಟೇಟಿವ್ ಇಂಡಿಯನ್ ಅಂತ. ಅದನ್ನು ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಓದಿ. ಈ ಥರ ನಾನ್ ಫಿಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್ ಓದಿ. ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ರಿಯಲಿ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಯು ನಾಟ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ UPSC ಎಕ್ಸಾಮಿನೇಷನ್ಸ್ ಬಟ್ ಜನರಲಿ ಸ್ಪೀಕಿಂಗ್ ಇನ್ ಯುವರ್ ಲೈಫ್. ಐ ಡೋ ನಾಟ್ ಬಿಲೀವ್ ಇನ್ ಸೆಲ್ಫ್ ಹೆಲ್ಪ್ ಬುಕ್ಸ್. ನಾವು ಓದಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಏನು ಲೈಫಿನ ತೀರಾ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಏನಾಗಲಿಲ್ಲ. ಅವ್ರು ಬರೆಯೋದಕ್ಕೂ ರಿಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಇರೋದಕ್ಕೂ ತುಂಬ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ? ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಗೈಸ್. ಡಿಡ್ ಯು ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡ್ ದಿಸ್? ಲುಕ್ ಎಟ್ ದಿಸ್ ಒನ್. This is introduction based on a movie reference. So look at this one. It is a small documentary which won award at the global level. Oscars also, if I remember correctly. It is, the name of the movie is Elephant Whisperers. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? As far as I remember the movie, a short documentary, it's about a small elephant called as Raghu. Raghu, ಅವ್ರ ಹರ್ಡಿಂದ, ಅವ್ರ ಗ್ರೂಪಿಂದ ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗೋಗಿರ್ತಾರೆ. So what the people over there, the authorities do over there is they get the elephant Raghu and they make these two elderly couple, old couple take care of Raghu. Initially ಈ ಓಲ್ಡರ್ ಕಪ್ಪಲ್ಗೆ ಅದು ಒಂದು ರೀತಿ ಕೆಲಸ ಥರ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತಾ ಏನಾಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಅಂದರೆ, ಈ ರಘುನ ಅವ್ರ ಮಗನ ಥರ ನೋಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಶುರು ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. ದಟ್ ಕನೆಕ್ಟಿವಿಟಿ, ದಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್, ದಟ್ ಲವ್ ಕಮ್ಸ್ ಇನ್ ಟು ಪಿಕ್ಚರ್. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ತುಂಬ ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ ಮೂವಿ. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ? ಅದೇ ನೀವೇ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡಿ. ಸೆವರಲ್ ಡೆಕೆಡ್ಸ್ ಅಗೋ ವಾಟ್ ಕೈಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್ ಡಿಡ್ ಐ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ವಿತ್ ನೇಚರ್? ಅದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ಏನಿತ್ತು ನೇಚರ್ ಇತ್ತಾ? ಈ ಮರದಿಂದ ನನಗೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಉಪಯೋಗ ಆಗುತ್ತೆ ಅಂತ ಇತ್ತಾ? ಅಥವಾ ಈ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿ ನಾನು ದೇವ್ರನ್ನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದ? ಈ ಮರದಲ್ಲಿ ದೇವ್ರನ್ನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ಆ ಥರ ಮೆಂಟ್ಯಾಲಿಟಿ ಇತ್ತು. ವಾಟ್ ಎವರ್ ಲವ್, ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಶೋಕೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ಗಾಡ್, ದ ಸೇಮ್ ಲವ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ಯಾಷನ್ ಐ ಯೂಸ್ ಟು ಶೋಕೇಸ್ ಇಟ್ ಟು ದಿಸ್ ಟ್ರೀ ಆಸ್ ವೆಲ್. ಆಮ್ ಐ ರೈಟ್? But as of now, I only care how can I cut this tree, how can I make some furniture out of it. You guys agree with me? ಯಾವಾಗ ನಮಗೆ ಪ್ರೀತಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಗೌರವ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಸಿವಿಲೈಸೇಷನ್ ಬೆಳೆಯುತ್ತೆ. ಯಾವಾಗ ನಾವು ಬರೀ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಂತ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪೀಪಲ್ನು ಕೂಡ ಬರೀ ಒಂದು ಕಾಸ್ಟ್ ಬೆನಿಫಿಟ್ ಅನಾಲಿಸಿಸಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಒಂದು ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನಲ್ ನೇಚರಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಫಾರೆಸ್ಟ್ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡೆಸರ್ಟ್ಸ್ ಅನ್ನೋದಿರುತ್ತೆ. ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆ ತಾನೆ? ಬರಡು ಭೂಮಿ. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್, ಲೆಟ್ ಅಸ್ ಸೇ ಐ ಮೇಕ್ ಯು ಓಪನ್ 2025 essay paper now. All of you, don't open 2025, open 2024. 2024. 2024. In which essay topic can I use whatever I have discussed with you as of now? Forest precede civilization, deserts follow them. So anecdote, imaginary story ಬಿಟ್ಟು ಇನ್ನೂ ಎರಡು ಅಪ್ರೋಚಸ್ ಇದೆ. ಏನಂತೀವಿ ಹೇಳಿ ಆ ಎರಡು ಅಪ್ರೋಚಸ್ಗೆ? ಬುಕ್ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸು ಮತ್ತು ಮೂವಿ ರೆಫರೆನ್ಸ್. ಇವೆರಡೇ ಇರುತ್ತಾ ಅಥವಾ ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಇರುತ್ತಾ? ಇನ್ನೂ ಇದೆ. ವಿ ವಿಲ್ ಡಿಸ್ಕಸ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ವಿ ಕಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಕ್ ಫ್ರಮ್ ಅ ಬ್ರೇಕ್. 5:30 ಬನ್ನಿ. ಆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಯು ಫಾಲೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಮೀ? and from 5:30 you will have a class till 8 p.m. All of you following my point? ಅರ್ಥ ಆಗ್ತಿದೆಯಾ ಎಲ್ಲಾನು? Any doubts? कोई शक? ಅಷ್ಟೇನಾ? Okay. Go have your break, come back by 5:30 guys. Thank you.